didn't really catch in the playoffs. For him to gain that trust is probably indicates exactly what his impact has been.
Tigers manager A.J. Hinch, stay with us. We'll go around the league with Jeff Rieger next on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for small businesses to make it big. Big like hearing your small business featured in a radio ad for free or getting free sports tickets to entertain a client. Comerica Bank brings big perks like these and more to every small business customer. To learn how opportunity happens here, visit comerica.com/prosper. Member FDIC Equal Opportunity Lender. Offers available to Comerica small business customers only. Terms apply.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica Bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
Introducing the Little Caesars Deal Deal. And he won't stop blabbering on about the pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for only $4.99 each.
Wow, dude. You just stole my thunder.
Sorry, Deal Dear. Tell him it's only here for a limited time.
You just told them it's only here for a limited time.
Oops. Order 2 large pizzas for only $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
That's my line.
Pizza.
Offer available for a limited time online only in participating Little Caesars stores. Enter promo code Pizza online or via the Little Caesars app at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. See our website or app for more information.
Jeff Rieger with Around the League from the 1-800-COLE-SAM Studios, brought to you by Big B Coffee, the official coffee of the Detroit Tigers. So, you remember the Gritty Tigers, right? Last year's Tigers team that got red hot in early August and rode a 31-13 record all the way into a wild card berth in the American League. It was so surprising, so shocking. There's a reason that it's the first run of its kind since the 1970s. However, is there any team close right now trying to duplicate the Gritty Tigers this season? And I think the answer is yes. What about the San Francisco Giants? Now, their run did not start in early August like last year's Tigers. Instead, it started on August 23rd, and the Giants have been unstoppable, winning 13.
Interrumpimos este video para recordarte que puedes endulzar tu día con una dulcerapia de la lechera.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to beat a judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, I don't know if I should tell the kids that they should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables.
No vegetables?
No vegetables.
No, it's just straight protein?
Yeah.
The app for details.
Detroit baseball is crushing it. Hey, you know what else is a game changer? The Bronco.
Like the horse?
No, the Ford Bronco, built wild with GOAT modes.
GOAT modes?
Goes over any type of terrain.
Legendary.
You know what's even better?
Tell me.
The deals at your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer.
Real savings.
Big time savings. Knocking it out of the park.
Now that's a home run.
You better believe it. Get to your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer today.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Now, back to the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth. From the field, brought to you by Meyer, official partner of the Detroit Tigers.
Good evening, Tiger fans. This is Bobby Scales with the From the Field report ahead of Game 2 in this Tiger series with the Yankees here in the Bronx, New York. Tigers 12-2 winners last night. Man who had a bunch to do with it, Tiger center fielder Parker Meadows. Parker, thanks for being on today.
What up, what up?
Parker, listen, so obviously since coming back off the injured list, you went down with the quad. First of all, how you feeling?
Shohei Ohtani doesn't make any sense. A hitter that pitches and steals bases. No way. A living legend who's this humble? No way. Ohtani isn't a one-way player or a two-way player. He's a no-way player.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places, and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go to an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do like brisket, wrap, and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
And one guy make a good play kind of makes you itch a little bit and want to make a good play. So we got a good group for sure.
Well, another big night tonight. Rodon on the hill for the Yankees. What are you guys looking for from him? How are you guys going to approach him, especially being a left-hand hitter?
Yeah, man, we know he's got good stuff. And for me personally, just be on that heater and adjust the off speed. So, yeah, we know he's got good stuff, and kind of like we did yesterday, just have good at-bats throughout the game, and later you'll be rewarded. Kind of a slow start for us last night, but that's just the game. Like I said, we had good at-bats, and we're going to try to do the same tonight.
You guys do the same tonight. We'll be looking forward to listening to it, hopefully. 97 won a ticket, MLB.com. Parker, appreciate you being on with us. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Appreciate it, man. Good talking to you.
You bet. That's Parker Meadows, Detroit Tigers center fielder. We'll be back with more from the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Detroit Tigers baseball. Brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Ready to help. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
I'm Dan Campbell, head coach of the Detroit Lions. What if I told you there's a legal team whose winning record goes back over 50 years? What if this team had a roster of some of the best and brightest in their field? And what if I said that every time this team wins, you win too? I'm talking about Michigan's first family of law, Sam Bernstein Law. If you've been injured in an accident, calling Sam will be the best call you ever make. Get a winning team to fight for you. Get the Bernstein advantage. Call Sam.
Injured? 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Your time is a luxury. At Jack Demmer Lincoln, we believe that car ownership should be effortless. That's why we offer Lincoln Mobile Service. When your vehicle needs routine maintenance like an oil change or tire rotation, we'll come to you. A certified technician arrives at your home or office and gets the job done on your schedule. And if your vehicle needs more extensive service, our complimentary pickup and delivery program will handle it. We pick up your Lincoln, leave you with a complimentary loaner, and return your vehicle to you washed and ready to go. Discover the Demmer difference at Jack Demmer Lincoln.
Swing, there's a drive to left. That one is long.
125 years of baseball tradition continues.
And it's gone, a home run.
Brought to you by Sam Bernstein Law, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Jack Demmer Ford, Corwell Health, Jack Demmer Lincoln, Figo, Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical, The D Las Vegas, Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers, Northville Lumber, Feiger Law, Meyer, Comerica, McLaren Health, Wallside Windows, and Little Caesars Pizza.
Shohei Ohtani doesn't make any sense. A hitter that pitches and steals bases. No way. A living legend who's this humble? No way. Ohtani isn't a one-way player or a two-way player. He's a no-way player.
What do we got? Oh, it's one of those parabolic mics. This is one of the sillier delays that I've seen. Gino Hackett, his heels a little high. It's airmailed into right field.
Ethan third, backpedaling, and he can't make the catch. That was awkward.
Trying a little trickeration over the field for it. It's worth a shot. Why not?
Oh, that's funny. Wait till they mass market him, like the Grimace. Yeah.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Anytime we can put on these uniforms, the same ones that those guys played before us in the Negro Leagues, it's an honor to put it on and to share this field with them.
It's a piece of history. So, I mean, to be able to wear it present day is honestly an unreal feeling. Once the lights are on and the anthem takes place and you're standing there on the line, it'll sink in as to what this moment really means, because I do think it's a meaningful day.
Gleyber Torres will play second base and bat second. Wenzel Perez is in right field. He'll hit third. Spencer Torkelson is over at first base batting fourth. Riley Green is out in left field this evening. He'll hit fifth. Andy Ibanez is in the lineup. He'll hit sixth, playing third base. Dylan Dingler's behind the plate. He'll hit seventh. Parker Meadows patrolling center field. He'll bat eighth. And Javier Baez is at shortstop. He'll bat ninth for the homestanding New York Yankees. Trent Grisham will play center field and lead off. Aaron Judge will DH this evening. He'll hit second. Cody Bellinger in left field batting third. Batting fourth is the first baseman, Ben Rice. Giancarlo Stanton is in right field hitting fifth. Batting sixth is the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm. Austin Wells will do the catching for the Yankees. He'll hit seventh. Jose Caballero will get the nod at shortstop this evening. He'll bat eighth. Ryan McMahon rounds out the batting order in the ninth spot, playing third base.
Pitching matchup is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. For all the latest offers, go to Toyota.com. Jack Flaherty on the mound for the Tigers. Carlos Rodon, second straight year with 16 wins, is on the mound for the New York Yankees. That brings us to our keys to the game, brought to you by Bell's Founders and Long Drink. Proudly distributed by Rave Associates. But let's talk about the keys for Jack Flaherty against this Yankees lineup. As we said, he's made good starts on the road. It's just, and we have talked about it, even he's talked about it. After his last start, a rough start against the White Sox, he said that you're going to be hearing a lot of the same things. I think he's even puzzled by the inconsistencies, but he can make a good start on the road against a good team. Keys for him tonight against this Yankees lineup.
Jack Flaherty is more than capable. I think the things that you see in the good starts with Jack Flaherty, a lot of times he'll have good starts against good teams, and the reason why is he keeps it simple. That team in the other dugout is potent. They have a potent lineup. Keep it simple. Beat the guy in front of you. Don't worry about the delivery. Don't worry about how you're moving. Don't worry about how it's coming out. Don't worry about the weather. Don't worry about the mound. Beat the dude that's in front of you in the box, and when you get done beating him, wherever the result is, get base hit, strikeout, homer, whatever, beat the next guy, and that's it. Keep it very simple. Go out there, compete, and win.
Yankees haven't taken the field yet, so we got an extra minute here. What are some of the things you think about with Jack? And we when it comes to, he knows what he has to do. He's talked about it for, it feels like a couple of months now, that I've just got to get back to competing and not do some of the things you're talking about, making sure that everything's perfect.
Right.
What kind of gets him over the hump so that he can kind of follow his own advice?
You know what's interesting, and I think it is. I think it's sometimes it's the other team's lineup construction. That last start he had against the Phillies was very good. There's some dogs in that lineup. I got news for you. He looks in that first base dugout tonight. There's some more dogs over there. He can't worry about the delivery and what it looks like, this, that, and the third. Can't worry about that. You start off, you got, Judge is waiting for you in the two-hole after Trent Grisham, who's got 30 home runs in the year. You got just make your pitches, get to the edge of the zone, establish your fastball, spin that breaking ball. If you want it in the zone, make it sure it's in the zone and down. If you want to strike the ball, make sure you strike the ball the way it's supposed to be. If you want to go up in the zone with the fastball, miss up. I mean, these are things we talked about with Casey Mize yesterday, right? Familiar refrain. It's the same thing here. Keep it simple. Understand what you're trying to do. Go get it done.
The Yankees come with a record of 80-64. The Tigers, going into this series, this is a hot Yankees team. They still are. They were 18-7 in their previous 25, clicking on all cylinders. Tigers scored 9 in the seventh inning to break a 2-2 tie on their way to a 12-2 win. Tigers come in at 83-62, half game behind Toronto. A late come-from-behind win for the Blue Jays yesterday at home. Half game behind Toronto in the battle for best record in the American League. Tigers and Yankees, game 2 of a 3-game series. And the Tigers now get ready to face this tough lefty, now in his third year with the New York Yankees and having a superb year, the 32-year-old from Miami, Florida, Carlos Rodon.
Yeah, Rodon, tough customer, left-handed pitcher out there for the New York Yankees. Like you said, Dan, 16-7. Tremendous year, making his 30th start. Four-seam fastball, slider, changeup. There's a sinker and a curveball in the mix, but for the most part, Carlos Rodon is a 3-pitch pitcher. Four-seam fastball, he'll move it all around the zone. There's a bit of spray. He will walk batters, walk rate of 10% of the batters he's faced this year. So it's not Mr. Middle. He's better than that, but he will spray some stuff all over the zone and then paint on you. But that four-seamer is the one you want to get. That slider is absolutely filthy, and that changeup is very tough to right-handed hitters as well.
Yeah, the four-seam fastball has been hit the most by righties. He shuts down righties and lefties, and the Tigers have been at their best, and we'll talk about it in a moment. In their last 3 starts, they've hit Rodon, been at their best, Bob, when they make him get in the strike zone.
Absolutely. You have to make him get in there. 10% walk rate is high, especially for a starting pitcher.
Jahmai Jones in leadoff spot. He loves to do damage early. Check swing. Called strike 1, a little below the knees, and we are underway here in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. So glad to have you along. Second of a 3-game series, another night game tomorrow night. The strike 1 bounces a changeup up to home plate. Again, righties and lefties both hitting below 200. Riley Green's in the lineup today because, well, he's had some success against Carlos Rodon. But lefties are hitting 160. Righties only 190 with a little bit of power. The 1-1 swing and a pop-up foul and out of play. Jahmai Jones, a Yankee, of course, last year, had that strange streak. And you talked about it in the spring, Bobby. Yeah. The strange season where he had 40-some plate appearances in 4 months with the Yankees. It wasn't up and down. He was here.
That's tough. It's extremely difficult, especially for a guy who does the job that Jahmai Jones does, which is come off the bench. I mean, that's 10 at-bats in a month. It's crazy.
Swing and a miss and a slider under the bat, and Jahmai Jones has been doing great damage, terrific damage against lefties. Strikes out against a tough lefty, Carlos Rodon, to start the game. Torres Perez to follow here in the first inning. 2 lefties in the lineup tonight for manager A.J. Hinch. Riley Green, 4 for 9 in his career against Carlos Rodon. Parker Meadows is the other lefty. Gleyber Torres, 2 for 6 with a home run in his career against Rodon. Former teammate, well, last 2 years, fastball away. Game time weather is brought to you by Clean Express Auto Wash, the official car wash of the Detroit Tigers. Fast, easy, clean, and free vacuums. 1-0 fastball strike on the inner half. 72 degrees. It was actually supposed to be in the mid-60s today. Warmed up a little more than we thought. Actually wasn't going to wear a long sleeve shirt today because it was supposed to be cooler. Now I'm hot. Pitch a little bit low.
It doesn't take much for the polar bear to heat up.
Give me low 60s every time.
No chance. Turn up the heat a little bit. Give me a little bit more.
2-1 the count on Torres. He swings and pops it up. Shallow right field. Bellinger's in right tonight. He'll camp underneath and moving toward the line in shallow right and make the catch. 2 up, 2 down, first inning. So the numbers for this lefty, now in his 3rd year, 16 wins for the 2nd time. Last 2 years, 16 wins each year. The most he's had in his career, 3.12 ERA coming to this game. This is his 30th start, averaging just a tick under, let's call it 6 innings a start. And that's impressive given all the injury history he has had. 170 innings of work. Walk rate of 3.5, as Bobby said, a little on the high side. Strikeout rate just a tick better than a strikeout an inning. First pitch fastball low and away to Wenzel Perez, who digs in hitting .269. So we always highlight this because there are so many weapons against lefties, but the righties to watch tonight starts right here with Wenzel Perez. Swing and a miss. Ooh, that slider. He threw a sharp one to Jones to strike him out. That's a sharp pitch down at the back foot.
Yeah, he's got a good one early, and that's one of those things too. It's really difficult from how he throws to distinguish between fastball and slider.
1-1 swing and a pop foul back our way. We're perched above home plate, almost directly behind home. Club level of seating here at Yankee Stadium. So the righties to watch. Jahmai Jones has big numbers. That's over 80 at-bats and big production against lefties. Dingler, Torkelson, Wenzel Perez, and Gleyber Torres. Pitch in the dirt, all with an on-base plus slugging. Remember, league average is .715, .720. All those I mentioned over 900. With a good number of at-bats against left-handed pitching this year. 2-2 the count on Perez. Bases empty, 2 outs in the first. The 2-2 is swinging a foul. Oh, he had a rip.
And it's 93 right in the middle of the plate. Carlos Rodon.
He's not happy that he missed that.
That's the one, and that's the thing. You're going to get an at-bat, or you're going to get a pitch per at-bat against Rodon. And a lot of times it's that fastball because he throws a lot of them, and that's the one you do not want to miss.
Rodon works toward the first base side. 2-2 ground ball up the middle to his left. Caballero with a 360 spin and throw. Gets Perez at first. Nice play. Caballero getting the start ahead of Volpe in the lineup tonight.
Doritos para los atrevidos.
4 combos California. 5 nigiris de
Chatear
salmón.
con el restaurante se siente así. La verdad, prefiero pedir.
Shohei Ohtani doesn't make any sense. A hitter that pitches and steals bases. No way. A living legend who's this humble? No way. Ohtani isn't a one-way player or a two-way player. He's a no-way player.
To build this for them and spend the last year of coming up with this concept and getting it off the ground and getting everybody here, it just feels really good to have everybody coming and experiencing the thing that we've been working so hard on. To be able to take the experiences of Comic-Con and add that to a card show just is really fulfilling, because as somebody who grew up going to card shows and still goes to the same card show in the same church basement in Trumbull, Connecticut every month, it's great. Card shows are amazing, but to be able to add all of this experience is what makes this great.
Thank you, and come celebrate 60 years.
Shohei Ohtani doesn't make any sense. A hitter that pitches and steals bases. No way. A living legend who's this humble? No way. Ohtani isn't a one-way player or a two-way player. He's a no-way player.
Carlos Rodon and the Yankees. The Yankees now get ready to face the 29-year-old from Burbank, California, making his 29th start of the year, Jack Flaherty.
Yeah, Jack Flaherty out there with the same arsenal he's had all year long. Four-seam fastball, curveball, slider. There's a change in the sinker to mix. Doesn't throw either one of those very often. 95% of that stuff is going to be one of those first three pitches. With him, it's can he locate the fastball and use both breaking balls to keep these Yankee hitters off balance.
First pitch, fastball, perfect, and that's what he has to do with the fastball. That's low and away at 92. It's only 92, but when he locates it like that, it's effective.
It's very effective.
First inning today is brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream, the strike one. Fastball away. The Tigers have really done some great game planning against this Yankees team. They can hit the fastball. Tigers know it. They've pitched them accordingly the last 2 years. 1-1, swing, a little tap foul on the knuckle curve down. Good knuckle curve. First one of the night for Flaherty. But Bobby, that the way the Tigers have held the Yankees down last year in this, you have great game plans, but the guy on the mound's got to go out and execute.
Yeah, that's baseball, period. Everybody's got a plan for all these guys, right? I mean, that's across the board. The Yankees got a plan for the Tigers too, but whoever executes the best and takes advantage of any mistakes, that's who wins the games.
The wind up, the 1-2. Knuckle curve misses down. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yankees had the #1 offense in the American League last year, averaging the only team that averaged over 5 runs a game. They've got the #1 offense in the American League again this year. In 10 meetings with the Yankees, last year and this, the Yankees have scored 25 runs. 2-2, shot into center field, a base hit, fastball middle, and Grisham did not miss.
Yeah, and likely right there that was just a heater middle of the plate. He saw 2 straight breaking balls down. More than likely he wanted to go up with that, but he missed in the middle of the zone, and Grisham strokes a base hit up the middle.
In those 10 games, going back to last year, in terms of how consistent the Tigers have been, they've given up 8 runs in 4 games this year, 25 runs in 10 games last year and this year combined. The Yankees have hit 199 with very little power. Aaron Judge takes a pitch low and away. Everybody has contributed. Jack Flaherty, a real challenge in this game tonight. Faced the Yankees earlier this year and had a very good start back in April. 5 1/3, no runs on 3 hits with 9 strikeouts. Fastball low and away. I like your point that against some of the best offenses, he has risen to the occasion.
Sometimes it's just like that. You don't want that. You don't want to rise to or sink to the level of your competition, but sometimes that just happens.
The 2-0, swing and a pop-up foul and out of play. Think of his best starts. He had a good start against the Dodgers this year. The Philadelphia start we referenced recently. He shut down a Houston offense that was pretty solid coming in. 7 shutout innings. That was in mid-August. And then he's had struggles against weak offenses in the last month. Chicago twice and Kansas City once. 2-1. Slider misses low and away. Well, that was a knuckle curve, but that sure didn't look like his normal knuckle curve. That had little break, and it was ball out of hand.
Yeah, it was just kind of rolly. Like you said, had nothing really on it.
And on to start the bottom of the first inning. Grisham not a base-stealing threat. Judge is a threat to Homer. The 3-1. Slider down, called strike. Tigers got some breaks last night, let's face it.
They sure did.
Casey Mize in a big situation in the 6th got a break. That was a break for Jack Flaherty.
No doubt about it. And it's the second time Jackson Visconti has gone below the zone quite a bit. He did in the first inning when the Tigers were hitting. A fastball down and away to Gleyber Torres early was pretty much a ball, but he called it a strike. That was in the same location, but that was a breaking ball. something to keep an eye on, especially for Jack Flaherty, because he needs that bottom rail. So that if you're going to go below there, that really benefits him.
Judge took a moment, stepped out. Now he's back in. 3-2. Got him. Had to wait for Visconti, but Jansen Visconti paused for a moment, considered it, stood up, rung him up. Big strikeout.
That was absolute paint by Jack Flaherty. Got the benefit of that call. It's a four-seamer. Jack Flaherty's four-seamer has a little bit of arm side run at times. That one did as well, about 9-10 inches of it. But it came right back over the dish. It wasn't the comeback heater like a two-seamer, but it sure acted like one.
It acted like one, didn't it? Fastball low and away, a called strike. Giving a little off the edges early. Jansen Visconti, our home plate umpire. Andy Fletcher is the crew chief. He's at first. Malachi Moore at second. Austin Jones is today's third base umpire. Big first out. Again, there's not much breathing room here. Swing and a miss and a knuckle curve. Bellinger almost down to a knee.
So good right there. That first pitch was located down and away. That fastball throws that knuckle curve in the same exact spot, out of the same exact release point, way out in front.
Dingler setting up in the 0-2, check swing, and a slider down. So he is early following the Bobby Scales game plan. When you miss down.
That's right.
You miss away.
That's right.
Bellinger putting up really nice numbers. Signed a one-year deal here. I'm sorry, traded in the offseason. The 0-2 in the dirt, and got away from Dingler. Throw to second. Oh, man. Grisham went in standing up. Baez deked him by standing straight up, caught it, tagged him, and he's motioning the dugout at least check it, but Grisham can't believe it. He was absolutely fooled by Baez and did not slide.
Yeah, Javi wanted them to check that right out of the gate.
They're not going to.
They're not going to. But again, not sure what Grisham is doing here. Just taking it for granted. And you know who's standing at second base waiting on you. Baez is a wizard with the tags and some of the dekes he's been able to pull off in his career. Woo. Why would you not slide right there?
If he kept the glove on the body, he would have gotten him. Bellinger swings and misses at a knuckle curve and strikes out. Beautifully executed pitch. Bellinger putting up big numbers. Really likes his new home ballpark.
He should. He can hit fly balls right with the best of them. A lot of those go out here.
And you think that would be why Grisham is at 30 home runs this year, but he's hit most of his home runs, or at least the majority, on the road, which kind of a surprise. Bellinger strikes out. Rice at the plate. Again, there are no soft spots in this lineup. In terms of the power production, there are some of these guys who are somewhat pitchable. Backdoor slider. Beauty for a called strike. 1-1 on Ben Rice. Came up last year when Anthony Rizzo got hurt, had a 3-homer game early, and then struggled mightily. Got sent down in August. The 1-1. Fastball low and away. That's close. This year's been steady power production. He comes in hitting .240 with 23 home runs. Playing well enough that Paul Goldschmidt is not playing a lot these days. 2-1. Fastball away. 3-1 on Ben Rice. So odd to see Paul Goldschmidt sitting.
It's
first two games of the series.
It's funny. We do the same thing. You're writing your lineups and your extras in the card, and you keep writing Goldschmidt, and you're like, what are we doing here? Like, that's not right. Does that go somewhere else? Did I got the right lineup or whatever? But Ben Rice is I guess if you want to say, he's kind of beat him out.
3-1. Check swing. Slider in the strike zone is a called strike. Grisham at second. The wild pitch gets in there. He's there with 2 outs. 3-2 the count on Ben Rice. Pretty disciplined hitter. Will make you throw him a strike. 3-2. Fly ball. Left center field. Tracking it Meadows. And he will make the catch shy of the warning track by the 399 marker in deepest left center. Rice hit it hard. It's the third out of the first. We go to the second inning.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, He eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
So these is MLB Network talent stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lawrence Shohei card?
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lawrence Shohei 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
In part by Northville Lumber, the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. Second inning is brought to you by the Michigan Lottery. Try the new Tigers Instant Game, pull tab, and 2 online games. Nice job by Jack Flaherty after the opening single. Gets Judge, Bellinger, and Rice 2 on strikes. Carlos Rodon had a 1-2-3 first inning, relatively stress-free. No, it was stress-free, completely stress-free. No hard contact. Torkelson, Green, Ibanez here in the second inning. First pitch, breaking ball strike to Torque. Slider on the inner half of the plate. Pretty good numbers overall in his career against the Tigers. The last 3 times the Tigers have faced Carlos Rodon, they've had nothing but success. We've seen some of the great starts in a White Sox uniform. Man, I remember he made a start some years ago now, obviously, that was just, I mean, some of the best stuff you'll ever see.
The stuff has always been there.
The 1-1, swing and a miss, good changeup away. 1-2 on Torque.
Yeah, he doubled up on that changeup through one previous pitch. Kind of ran away from his arm, left it arm side, came right back with it, and hit with it. It's a good pitch right there.
The 1-2. Down and in. Tried the fastball at the knee. Fastball is kind of 92, 93 at the moment. That doesn't seem right. His average fastball is 94. That's down a tick from the last couple of years. 2-2, up and away. Last 3 starts the Tigers that faced Rodon, 1 each. 2023, 2024 last year, and then 1 this year. He's given up 16 runs in 13 innings on 19 hits against the Tigers. Swinging a pop-up, slicing, and safely into the seats down the right field line. Still 3-2. Torque will see at least 7 pitches. One of those starts went 3 2/3. Another went 3 1/3. Earlier this year, he went 6 through 105 pitches. And that's kind of the theme in those 3 starts, high pitch counts, and gave up 6 runs, 5 of which were earned. But again, they push the pitch count up. They draw some walks. Earlier this year, a couple of walks ahead of an Ibanez home run. Ground ball softly to the left side. Caballero will charge, backhand plant, and throw. A strike over to Rice at first. Torkelson sees 7 pitches and grounds out. But that's something we'll be keeping an eye on, the pitch count for Rodon, because that has led to a lot of successful at-bats for the Tigers. Now, before those 3 starts, 2021 and 2022, it was absolute domination by Carlos Rodon. In 5 starts, he gave up 6 runs in 29 innings and just 17 hits. That's the thing that stands out. He just doesn't give up hits.
That's it.
Rodney Green has hit him in the past. First pitch, sinker, swing and a miss. That sinker's new for Carlos Rodon this year.
That's pretty good. He's got some good action on it as well.
The strike 1. Fastball away at 93. Time for dollars on deck. If Andy Ibanez with a 3-run home run off Rodon back in April gets a hit this inning, Northfield Lumber will donate to Detroit Lightbusters. Northfield Lumber is Michigan's oldest business, largest Trex decking dealer. Soft ground ball to first base. Rice will charge field near the bag. Over to the bag with one giant stride. Tags it with his right foot. 2 up, 2 down. 3 straight easy ground ball outs. Rodon not really a ground ball or fly ball pitcher. He gets kind of an average number of both. But it's just how hard he is to hit that impresses with Rodon. Very compact motion over on the first base side. First pitch fastball, 91 at the knees. This is definitely velocity that's down, which is surprising to see it 91, 92 from Rodon. The strike one, swing and a tap foul, but it's good stuff. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it sure is. And one of the things, Dan, you talked about his motion. You know, it's nothing. There's nothing really herky-jerky about it. But the thing that happens is he has that little stab down his leg as he separates the ball from the glove, and then his body does a really good job of hiding his arm stroke, and you don't see it till late.
Pitch in the dirt, check swing, appeal to first. Andy Fletcher says he did not go. So he's over on the first base side of the rubber. Just a quick little maybe 6-inch step back with the right foot. And then when he turns, that's when he does a really good job of hiding it.
Yeah, as he separates.
So the left arm goes down.
The left arm goes down a little bit. Not deep, not as deep a stab as you would see in years past. Across the board, pitchers have much shorter arm strokes than they once did. But he has that little stab, and then his body really hides that arm swing. And then it's a short stroke, gets the ball up to his ear, and it's gone, and it's on you before you really realize it. And it's an average fastball for a left-handed pitcher. The velocity's down a little bit tonight. The properties in terms of the spin and the extension aren't anything special. They're pretty much bang average for pitchers, but those two things help him hide the baseball, and you just don't get a good look at it.
The 1-2, swing a line drive down the left field line. It'll be extra bases for Andy Ibanez. Chasing it down is Bellinger. He'll pick it up, get it into Jazz Chisholm. Sliding in safely. Andy Ibanez, who homered off the lefty back in April. Line drive, 2-out double here in the second.
Yeah, sometimes you just see a guy pretty well, and Andy Ibanez got a fastball up, out, over the plate, which is what you want. We talked about that early in the broadcast as well. Get the fastball where you want. Don't miss it. He didn't. Hooked it into the corner for 2 bases. Here with 2 outs in the second.
Brings up Dylan Dingler. Fun talking with Dylan today just about the start of Casey Mize last night. He had a big smile on his face. Casey's stuff was good.
Yeah, it was.
We were looking at that slider. It was 2 miles an hour faster than his season's average. I said, well, he was just feeling it. Had a little smile on his face. Dingler takes a fastball strike. But, Bobby, it really was good stuff. And he threw more splitters in that game than I think he'd thrown in any game this year, even after giving up a home run on it early. And I like that. We talked about it at the time. Strike to make it quickly 0-2.
Well, the thing was he had lost the action on that splitter for a long time, so he kind of went away from it. He's trying to find it, and he got it back. And, yes, he hung one to Judge, but he had a good one and had thrown good ones previous. So don't run away from it when you got a good one. You make one mistake, and he didn't. He did a great job of that last night.
The 0-2. In the dirt. Such trust in these Tigers catchers, mostly Dylan Dingler. But when Jake Rogers catches, same thing. Turk School was talking about that today. Just innate trust in what they're calling.
Because they know the work that goes in.
Yeah.
The preparation gives you trust. And when you know your partner out there is prepared, you feel better about it.
1-2, swing and a little soft tap foul on the changeup. Dingler is still behind 1-2. He'll see at least 5 pitches in this trip to the plate.
And Dan, when you're out there as a pitcher and you're giving the catcher the opportunity to call a game, we know Max Fried calls his own game for the Yankees, but you take that burden off yourself and you have that trust, it just frees you up. It doesn't mean you don't shake off. Right. You still have to execute pitches, but it frees you up for sure.
Swing and a miss, fastball away on the black. Dingler tried to attack it, missed, fell across home plate. Second strikeout for Rodon ends the second inning. Double for the Tigers.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool. 250-foot dingers. Woof! He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo. The beauty of this jersey is the field, the texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
Today's game with the Yankees brought to you in part by Meyer, an official partner of the Detroit Tigers. Go scoreless at the bottom of the second inning. Dan Dickerson, Bobby Scales, so glad to have you along. Jenny Hoynatsky, Corbin Simons, and one the only Paul Schrager, our engineers tonight. First pitch fastball to Giancarlo Stanton. Bobby, there is no stance like this in baseball right now. And I swear this closed stance is getting closer. Breaking ball down and away, and a little funkier. He's kind of sticking his rear end out more, and he's having putting up some of the best numbers of his career.
It is different. There's no doubt about it.
1-1, swing and a miss, slider away. How would you describe? I mean, what makes this stance work for him?
I think there's some things there's things that he can do because of the caliber of athlete and the raw strength he has that he can get away with.
The 1-2, fastball up.
His body moves in a unique fashion to where this is comfortable to him, and he can do all the things that good hitters do. All hitters in the middle, start, finish, very different. In the middle, the fundamentals of hitting are the same. And so he can get to those positions from this stance.
Fastball froze him on the outside edge. What a good sequence.
That's right. Unless you throw darts at 95 away, then it doesn't matter what you got. You can have a boat or I got news for you. You ain't hitting it.
And that's the key, 95, throwing it with conviction. We've talked about it a lot. He's talked about it a lot. And that was throwing it with conviction.
I mean, there was some effort and energy down the mound right there. And it looked better. You're right. He was absolutely convicted in that location and that pitch.
Jazz Chisholm, who hits righties, swings and misses at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Jack Flaherty's slider and curveball. The knuckle curve, changeup in the dirt. Knuckle curve is his best pitch, and then reliably 1 out of every 20 pitches is either a changeup or a sinker when the mood is striking him to throw it. The 2-1. Slider misses away. 3-1 on Chisholm, hitting .239, but this is a really productive .239. 28 home runs, 27 steals. Juan Soto's the first 30-30 guy.
70 stakes too, Dan. That's the thing.
3 tap foul. Chisholm will join them almost surely. 30-30 club. 2
homers, 3 stolen bases. He's going to get that before the year's out. I mean, he's been a really big addition to this Yankee ball club since he came over in the trade at the deadline last year.
It seemed to perk him up in a big way.
It sure did. I mean,
why wouldn't it?
And why wouldn't it? I mean, the environment there in Miami wasn't as good as it is this year. They're playing better ball. We'll see them this weekend. But he came to an opportunity, and he played the World Series last year.
Swinging a foul tip in and out of the glove of Dylan Dingler. Chisholm will see at least 7 pitches in this trip to the plate. Left side of the Tigers infield, Ibanez basically playing shortstop right now. The Tigers third baseman with Baez up the middle. The outfield plays Chisholm, batting lefty against the righty. A left-handed batter, I should say. Takes a called third. Four-seam fastball down and away on the edge. Got the called third strike.
Jazz Chisholm doesn't like the call. And in fairness to him, it was probably down a little bit. Dylan Dingle does a tremendous job of presenting that to the home plate umpire. But here's the thing. He's been down there all night. So at this point, you're in the bottom of the second inning. That's where it is. So if you're getting 2 strikes as a hitter, you got to let it fly when it's down there.
It was borderline. Side view kind of looked low. But by the strike zone box, for whatever that's worth.
Partner,
it was close.
You got a position player over here, partner. And I love Jack, but
a little low for my partner.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Just saying, got a break.
He did.
Wells takes a ball 2-0,
and he'll take it.
The 2-0 fastball on the black. I mean, he has painted the black. Stanton and now Wells with 95 away.
And then one thing that, and this is just eyeball test for me, he's working noticeably quicker than I've seen him work in a long time.
2-1, fastball away. 3-1.
And I just feel like there's less. I don't know if there's I don't know what it is, but he is working quicker than I have seen him work in a lot of different outings.
Not making those motions, not thinking about it, just going.
To the point where a couple of Yankee batters have called timeout a little bit to reset themselves and kind of slow him down. Jack Flaherty doesn't usually work slow. That's not what I'm saying, but it is definitely a quicker pace than we've seen.
Works over toward third base side of the rubber, arms up over his head, the 3-1. Swinging a line drive, caught with a leap at short. Javi Baez right up the middle, perfectly positioned, and he makes the leaping grab of a soft line drive. Sounds like he might have broken his bat. Put a little B next to that.
Blinder.
It's a blinder.
Yes, let's go. We haven't had video in a while.
That's it. Head to the third inning after 2.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I bowl in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yeah.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
Nah, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man. Yeah, let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
News Mastercraft. Injury report is brought to you every game by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. Get to that in a moment. We'll tell you Parker Meadows is leading off. Third inning, no score. Tigers and Yankees, 8-9-1 hitters. Meadows, Baez, Jones against Rodon. First pitch, sinker, strike. Interesting that he added that pitch this deep into his career. He threw it a little bit early in his career, but now at 32, he adds the sinker. It's been a good pitch for him. Pitch up and in. Kind of interesting. We talk about pitches and how good they are at bats that end with a particular pitch, and then it's expressed in a run value. Kind of a good way to just figure out what are the best pitches that each pitcher has. Fly ball, left center field, fairly deep, but Bellinger will go back toward the left center field gap, reach up, make a backhanded grab. Good swing for Meadows. It's the first out here in the third. Last year, Rodon won 16 games, and he really only had one pitch that was a plus pitch for him, only the changeup. This year, Bobby, he's got the new sinker is a big plus, the fastball, the four-seam fastball is a big plus, and the changeup is still a real weapon. So it's three big plus pitches versus one last year. One of the reasons why his ERA has dropped quite a bit from a year ago. Swinging a tap foul, Javi Baez at the plate.
Yeah, I think the sinker too, that two-seam fastball, he'll run that into left-handed hitters. Doesn't throw it very often to right-handers, but he'll run that in up under the left-handed hitters he does face, and I think that's really neutralized the lefties from looking out over the plate. Okay, I'm going to take the inside part of the plate away. If he comes in there, great, but then you can't cover both sides, and it's really allowed him to work both sides.
Changeup misses away. Baez 3 for 18 with 8 strikeouts in his career against Rodon. Zach McKinstry likely would have gotten the start tonight, but he is still battling the upper back soreness. Soft line drive will be grabbed by Ben Rice, racing to his right, laid that big frame out and grabbed a soft little line drive off the bat of Baez for out number 2.
It's that good changeup away, that action. Looked like Javi might have been on it, but the action just kept taking the ball away from him. Just cue ball off the end of the bat. If that ball gets on the ground, it could be a problem because of the spin that was on it.
I agree.
And Rodon was a little bit late getting off the bump.
Yeah, if he gets by Rice, he's on. That left the bat at 55 miles an hour. Average, you'll hear about exit velocities. Average is right around 89. And that number has stayed remarkably constant year in and year out in the StatCast era, which is now 10 years old. Happy birthday, StatCast. Happy 10th anniversary. Change up down 2-0 on Jahmai Jones. It's certainly brought us a lot of information.
Yeah, sometimes too much.
Sometimes too much, but that's our job.
Dan Dickerson's been known to go down a rabbit hole or 3.
Thanks to you. Fastball away. Hey, Dan, have you seen this? No, stop. Do not.
Did you see this new tab on StatCast?
Don't show me
What does it do?
that.
What does it do? Oh, nothing.
What does it do? Don't click on it. 3-0, ground ball, wide of third, sliding, stop by McMahon, a pop-up throw, and the throw bounces over the glove of Rice. Bounces off the camera well, backed up by Wells. That's a good play by McMahon in the 360 spin and throw, and he bounced it, and there was no chance for Rice. That ball took off.
Well, it did, and he gave Rice it ended up being an in-between hop that just jumped over his head when he tried to swipe the glove at it. He'd have been better served trying to give him a little bit longer of a hop, which is what he was trying to do. It's difficult, especially after you make that whirling dervish spinning throw like that off a knee. Jahmai Jones is aboard with a 2-out base hit.
Gleyber Torres, nice welcome back yesterday. If you missed it, I mean, they had a nice little video tribute on the board, a big welcome back message. He had to step out, doff the cap, the batting helmet, and it really was neat because it was a tough final year here. This is the only organization he had known. Torres takes pitch in the dirt.
Yeah, it was a tough year for him, but the fans remembered. They remembered the entire career here, 8 years.
Whoa. Rodon snapped her over to first. He bounced it, almost went by Rice. This is a lefty who does not stop the running game. Jones does have a couple of steals, but this is a lefty. If you can read his move, you can go. 14 steals. Just 2 caught stealing with Rodon on the mound. 1-0. Fastball strike. You could see Jones moving back toward first as Rodon went into his motion.
And I'm not sure why. It's always interesting to me how many base runners give left-handed pitchers the benefit of the doubt. He does not want to throw over there. Most of them don't.
1-1, swinging a foul over the netting by the Yankees dugout on the first base side. Very low netting. I don't understand the ballparks that have this really low netting. Remember, that's a new thing in baseball over the last, 5 years or so, down the lines, and their netting is about 10 feet, maybe 12 feet above the dugout, instead of the usual same height as the netting behind home plate. Pitch in the dirt. It seems very odd to me. There's line drives can scream over that netting as low as it is. And, well, the whole point of it was to get rid of those line drives that scream into the stands. The 2-2. Fastball up and in at the belt. The 50-50 ball gets a called strike. Jensen Visconti rings up Torres on the fastball up and in. It was there. Torres takes a call.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I bowl in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Can we recognize the athleticism of the elite security down there?
Unbelievable. I give him a 10 down. Pretty good.
Yeah. Look at that.
I mean, come on, Joe Ryan.
It's all part of the experience.
This is an experience tonight.
Oh, look out. In between the legs of Jose Altuve, almost clipped his buddy in the on-deck circle.
Hey, that'll wake you up.
And Fortes is able to hang on to the foul tip.
Fortes getting a little help from the love handle there.
Biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, you know, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted .406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
Is brought to you by the Toyota dealers of Michigan. No score, bottom of the third. Caballero, McMahon, Grisham face Jack Flaherty. Caballero came over in the trade with
Tigers baseball on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by Wallside Windows. Local and family owned, celebrating 81 years as Michigan's leader in replacement windows. By Feiger Law, all we do is win. By Comerica Bank, raise your expectations of what a bank can be. Come to Comerica. And by GMC, visit your local GMC dealer today. Come inside Yankee Stadium along with us. The new version since 2009. It's 31 degrees warmer today than the 2024 Pinstripe Bowl. That's where we ended last night. Might as well connect the two games together. 72 degrees. It's a lovely, if not autumnal day for Major League Baseball as the Tigers and Yankees get together for game number 2 of a 3-game series. And here are the park factors for Yankee Stadium. Last 3 years rolling, last 3 seasons. There were 3 home runs last night. Second worst for triples. There was the Kerry Carpenter 3-base hit, and then 6th worst for doubles. 2 of them last night, and by far the worst for starting on time. That's not part of the StatCast park factors, but the Yankees are 2 for 2 at 7:05, being just a skosh early. But you know what? You know what it was like in Major League Baseball. If you're not early for the bus, you're missing the bus.
Well, and
when you play.
And also this timing just throws off everybody, because they've got it down to just a T. Like it started at 7:05. These pitchers, they can get a little rambunctious, a little ornery there.
Did you ever get a little ornery?
Yes, when it was, delayed by several minutes for a ceremony or something like that, and you're already warmed up. Yeah.
You got salty?
Yeah, I did. You're ready to go. You're ready.
Okay. All right. You're ready. All right. Here are the standings in the American League. All right. There you go. Blue Jays are up a half game on the Tigers because Toronto came back and won in 10 innings last night. They were down 3-1 in the 9th inning. We were watching it on the bus on the way back to the hotel, and the Blue Jays came storming back. The Tigers a half game back of Toronto. Houston takes that loss, though, which means the Astros are 5 games back of the Tigers for the 2 seed. So that helps in that one way, as Seattle's now 1 game back after winning their 4th consecutive. They beat the Cardinals. And here's what happened last night in that Houston-Toronto game. They strung together some hits against the Astros bullpen. That diving play by Christian Walker was not in time, and the winning run came home. The Blue Jays are winners. You see Varsho and George Springer and Tyler Heineman, the catchers, celebrating that rampage home to score the winning run. And the Blue Jays are still number 1 in the American League as of right now, as the Tigers play game number 146 this year. Amazing to say that. And the Tigers batting order, presented by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers, begins with the former New York Yankee. Did they score in the 7th? America's fastest growing sensation. The answer for 6 Tigers, Dan Petrie, is yes.
They did, and there's 3 of them that want to be right in the lineup tonight, and they want to get part of the action. So look for them and see if they score tonight's game.
I wonder if you win the home game if you did score. As left-hander Carlos Rodon is on the hill at 3.12 ERA. He's kind of changed styles a little bit as a pitcher. He was a big-time, hard-throwing left-hander. He still has that slider. A little more changeup in there now.
You know what? He's had a really good year also. You see that 16 wins that leads the league. And also, because of those changes, leads the league also in hits per 9 innings, with just allowing 6 per 9 innings. So very stingy. He's won his last 5 starts. He's been tough on both sides of the plate. Right-handers hitting just 193. Lefties just 165. Like you said, relies mainly on the 4-seam, slider, and changeup.
And here's the Yankee defense. Cody Bellinger, Trent Grisham, Giancarlo Stanton, the 3 in the outfield for the Yankees. Stanton taking over for Aaron Judge, who has the DH spot today. McMahon, Caballero, Chisholm Jr., and Ben Rice. Austin Wells has the dish. It's basically the same lineup as yesterday, with Stanton flipping with Judge in the DH spot. Caballero, the shortstop, is in for Anthony Volpe, who was in one of the key positions last night with that bunt that went awry, and the Tigers ended up paying that off. So here we go. Jahmai Jones, who had his first career major league home run as a Yankee just last year, playing in the Yankees jersey in Tampa. His first time at Yankee Stadium as a Tiger. The first pitch to him is a check swing. It's a strike. We're underway. Plate umpire is Jansen Visconti tonight. And first pitch, 7:10 local time. So glad to have you along. Thank you for making us part of your evening as the roll call begins around Yankee Stadium. It's hard to miss. It is one of the iconic pieces of being a Yankee fan. All they want is to be acknowledged.
Yeah. Just tip your cap. I hear you.
1-1 is foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes on Jahmai Jones, who has been a danger in that number 1 spot. Last week had that first pitch home run from the 1 spot against the White Sox.
Such a strong man, too. I mean, he hits them a long way when he connects.
Wave and a miss. Strike 3. That is vintage Rodon to a right-hander coming in with the slider, and there's one away.
Yeah, you got to kind of figure that the Yankees are a little bit salty from last night and the way that game ended. Such a good game for 6 innings. And now just getting back, they're thinking, okay, we've got one of our aces on the mound, and they're feeling probably pretty good about themselves going up against Tigers tonight.
1 down after some pleasantries. So Gleyber Torres talking to Jansen Visconti. Austin Wells back behind the plate, then turned to the plate umpire. It's a nice camaraderie that everybody has with the umpiring crew, especially at the beginning of games. Isn't it amazing, right? Beginning of a game, you're like, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Inning number 5, you feel like you get squeezed, and it's like, I don't even know.
Yeah, how you doing? Don't call a strike on me.
Right. 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. For all the craziness that happened in the game last night with the 9-run inning, it was a very well played first 5 innings, a very tightly contested, intense crowd here at Yankee Stadium. As the 2-1 has popped up, Gleyber's frustrated. It is Stanton and Wright parking underneath to make the catch there at 2 away.
No, it was a really precise, clean game. Played that first 6 innings. You just weren't sure what was going to happen. Parker Meadows' big home run tied it up, and then from that point on, you just knew that was the big one. And Casey Mize said, "This is mine. This is my game," and then probably could have continued to go in that game until that big 9-run 7th inning.
And then there was no need.
Exactly.
And credit to Chris Paddock for getting his first major league save, for closing that game out with 3 innings, only 1 pitcher used by the Tigers out of the bullpen.
And come to find out that was the first game that you stated it last night that he's finished in his first save, and to walk off shaking everybody's hand. Then they gave him the beer shower for getting his first save.
And he said after the game, I didn't remember what that was like.
It was 2019 that he got it, and that's usually reserved for your first win. They did that to Jackson Jobe earlier this year, and it got him very emotional.
Well, after being on the bereavement list after a death in the family, to be back and to be part of a team that he's just joined up with and have that moment where you can really feel part of it, that's big for a human being.
Yeah, but I mean, give the Tigers too. They don't miss a trick. Let's see what we can do to really make this guy feel like he's one of us now. We know he's had some difficulties in his personal life, but you know what? How can we pick him up? And boy, they did it. And now, you know that he's got to be ready to go the next time his number's called.
Foul ball, Daniela.
Chris Paddock said something that stood out to me last night. He said getting your first save at Yankee Stadium is something you dream about as a kid. That's the way you draw it up in your backyard when you're playing with your friends, right? It's 2 outs, there's 1 on, 2 strikes. You can end the game here at Yankee Stadium, and he got to do that last night. So a very cool moment for him.
Yeah, beautiful thing. Ground ball to shortstop, off the spin, Caballero has out number 3 in a 1-2-3 inning. You're not going to believe, Peaches, what I'm going to tell you about Trent Grisham when we come back. You're not going to believe it.
Can't
Tell you about the Yankees starting lineup. Home runs versus right-handed pitchers. They lead Major League Baseball 188 home runs against righties. You see those huge numbers at the top of the card, including Grisham, who has 24 of them against right-handed pitchers. And the righty they're going to face today, Tigers starter, presented by Wallside Windows, Jack Flaherty against Trent Grisham. And the first pitch from Jack is in for a strike, 0-1 from Flaherty.
And Jack, yeah, he just keeps toying with that mechanics, just trying to get his body in sync. When his body is in sync, the velocity that is there and helps out all of his pitches. You know the curveball generally is going to be there, but if he can just keep that velocity on all three of those pitches, all three are working for him. But if he's just got one or two, it makes it very difficult on Jack.
1-1 to Grisham, and a swing, and it's 1-2. Trent Grisham, remember, came up last night, 3-0 count.
Yes.
Popped up before Aaron Judge. It was his first career 3-0 swing.
Wow.
Ever.
Maybe that's why Casey was clapping so hard.
Yeah.
You know?
He had never done it.
Never.
In his major league career. And in a 2-on, 2-out situation in the 5th inning, in a game that was just tied by the Tigers, he uncorked it and made the final out and then flipped the game. You talk about a tendency breaker. Ever.
And remember where the pitch was, too. I mean, it was like up and away, maybe not even a strike. So just a little, I'd say, a little over anxious.
There is a base hit on 2-2. It's into right field, and the Yankees have their leadoff man aboard for Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge has reached base in 119 of his 134 games this year. As you said, though, last night, the Tigers had done a very nice job before yesterday of minimizing extra base hits.
Yeah, and what they did, we will see just tonight, if they continue to go away. See Dylan Dingler's target trying to go down and away.
There it is, and that's what they did at Comerica Park back in April.
Last night, the home run, and just a lot of the swings, you could see him kind of inside outing it, trying to take a shot into those right center field.
That's ball 2. Here is what Jack did to Aaron Judge back in April. That was 8 days after April Fool's Day. A lot of fastballs, the slider and curveball filling in at the bottom of the zone, but everything down pretty much, and most of it away, as you said. Now it's 2-0, and Judge hits it a long way but foul, 2-1. By the way, credit to Austin Drake in the truck for that Trent Grisham note.
Yeah, that's something else. Like you said, I never would have believed that.
Wild. Flipped the game last night. That whole inning did, as it's 2-1 on Judge. And now 3 balls and a strike. And this is the scary part of the top of the order for the Yankees, is with Bellinger and Rice next. Those are lefties that can really ruin your night as well.
And this is where you've got to execute a pitch. You've got to go down and away. Make sure you get it down and away.
3-1, a called strike. That's down and away. Almost by definition should have been ball 4. It wasn't.
Yeah, well, let's watch Dylan Dingler, as always, just how quick he snatches that pitch up. And just as it's breaking across the front of the plate, that's exactly what Jason Visconti sees, is it breaking across the front of the plate, and Dylan Dingler snatching it up to make it look even better. So the last thing Jason Visconti sees is that pitch crossing the front of the plate. He thinks it looks good, and then Dylan Dingler just holds it there, makes it look even better.
Enormous pitch, 3-2. Called strike 3. Pinpoint to the southwest corner. 1 down.
Boy, talking about just executing 2 pitches in a row. Falls behind 3-1, but boy, if it not for that 3-1, Dylan Dingler stealing that pitch, never get to that 3-2 to execute another one. 2 really great by the battery of Jack Flaherty and Dylan Dingler.
At points last year, Jansen Visconti was a pitcher-friendly umpire. He's kind of been all over the map so far this season in terms of tendencies, but there it was a little bit extra that helped Jack Flaherty as it's 0-2 on Bellinger. Two strikes. Grisham at first. You love that as a pitcher, right? He didn't want to swing, and it just hit his bat.
You know, and I think you just, as a pitcher, you're just saying, boy, my stuff's pretty good. You know, if they can't kind of read it and see it right out of my hand, they're seeing it nice and late. They're indecisive, squirting that foul ball off to the side.
0-2. In the dirt, popped up in the air. It's a spinning throw by Dingler, and not in time. Javi says maybe challenge. He was trying to bait Grisham into thinking the ball wasn't coming. He did a pretty good job of it. And Javi thought maybe he had the tag on with Grisham off the bag. No challenge.
Boy, they thought long and hard about it, though. It must have been really close. And you're right. I mean, that's just so typical Javi Baez. Like, the play's over. Play's over, nothing's going on, and then that boom, snap tag.
It was a good idea. He did come off the bag for a second, but the tag was not on at that point. And there's strike three anyway on that curveball for Bellinger, 2 down.
Boy, pretty steady diet of breaking pitches right there. Just after that leadoff single to come back and get the next 2 hitters by way of strikeout. And just remember that you're not out of anything yet. Yep, good job to get back in this inning. Still got a runner in scoring position, but you're making really good pitches. Keep it up for one more hitter.
You know, that curveball whiff rate has been a little bit lower the last couple starts than he would like. His season average 43%, and he's got 3 of them already. It is early for me to ask you what you like about the curveball so far, but generally when it's good, what is it?
You know, I think it, and everybody always talks about, everything starts with his fastball, because you have to be able to respect the fastball. That makes the curveball that much better. If you don't have to worry about being on time for the fastball, that you're always going to be able to catch up on it, you can just kind of sit and you'll see the curveball. But if you're seeing that curveball out of the hand and you can't pick it up because you're respecting the heater being at 93, 94, 95.
He's missed twice away to Ben Rice, the 26-year-old from here in the Northeast, who made his major league debut just last year. He's a Massachusetts native, but grew up a Yankee guy. 3-1. Check swing and a strike. A slider just fit in at the bottom of the zone. 3-2.
Boy, and that's another one. See, just it's not real big. It's just a small little slider, and it's a good speed on it.
Payoff. Fly ball left center field. Meadows traces it back, and Parker is there to make the catch to retire the Yankees in the first inning after the Grisham single. We're scoreless. The bright lights of mass transit, the 4 running smoothly to Yankee Stadium or thereabouts. And we come inside the 16-year home of the New York Yankees. Another version of the Yankee Stadium that Dan Petrie played in and started his season in. Opening day starter at Yankee Stadium, Dan Petrie, as a road player.
Yeah, it was a special time because it was, you know how special it is in Detroit. It's very special here too, and to be a part of it and to win was even more special.
How'd you throw that day?
Complete game.
Oh,
yeah, that's what makes it even nicer.
Okay, so as Torkelson stands in, it's 1-1 from Carlos Rodon. What is one vivid picture from that game you remember?
I believe I wanted to say they paraded elephants out, but I could be mistaken. That could have been a day that they had for Jim Catfish Hunter one day too. I
got it.
But
you distinctly remember elephants.
Yeah, and because they gave, I think that might have been Jim Catfish Hunter. They had a night for him when he was retiring and everything, or a day for him. And what do you get for a guy like that?
What do you get for a guy who has everything? 32 trunks. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Torque on that changeup from Carlos Rodon, who's now 32 years old, 6 years the elder of Spencer Torkelson. Leading off this second inning, 3-2 is in the air, foul, first base side. There's not a lot of foul territory, and we find that out as that ball lands past the split level concourse.
This is exactly the kind of at bat that you want to get on Carlos Rodon, taking those tough pitches out off the plate. Now 3-2, fouling one off. It just driving him nuts, making him miserable out there. Every pitch, just more and more pressure on that pitch.
3-2. On the ground, a shortstop. Caballero, the backhand. He fires to first. And he's got out number 1. Time to tell you about tonight's FanDuel home run odds for today's game. It is Riley Green part of that at +630. Torque has the best number on the board at +420. Being a right-hander as he is. Andy Ibanez, who is next, is +750. Riley Green against Carlos Rodon. We've seen Riley in recent days, weeks, homer off of a left-handed breaking ball and Angel Serpa of the Kansas City Royals. There's a sinker to start him off.
Yeah, that I remember Serpa where it hung that slider. I remember Riley going the other way when Rodon was with the Giants. Would take that outside pitch and shoot it into left. That was when Riley certainly was a lot younger, just kind of learning the league, learning how pitchers were going after him.
1-1. On the ground, first base side. Rice on the charge, and he veers to the bag for out number 2. So Andy Ibanez was on the board there as part of the FanDuel home run odds. Very excited to be in the arena there. Here is a long fly ball from way back in April. It even looks cold outside, but Andy Ibanez with one of his 4 home runs this year off of this very pitcher.
Man, it was cold, and that ball's not flying, and Andy hit it a long way.
You think it's cold tonight, though?
No, it's very, very pleasant.
Just like you. Oh, 1. Little tapper foul, nothing in 2. Carlos Rodon, when he's at his best, he is toying with the corners, especially down in the strike zone.
I just always remember, especially those years with the White Sox, just how good that slider was. He just lived with that slider.
Check swing, no go. The slider is so good that in 2021 he nearly threw a perfect game against Cleveland, and the only base runner was in the 9th inning. One of those sliders moved so much he hit the back foot of Roberto Perez, the catcher for Cleveland. That was the only base runner in his no-hitter he threw in 2021. but it was one of those sliders that just ripped inside that had a mind of its own.
Did you do that game? Do you remember?
Yeah,
remember it. Remember it well. Yeah, I remember reading about it the next day. That I could see that happening. I mean, you see that just in that last pitch, that real good slider, boring down towards that back foot of the right-handed hitters.
1-2. Line drive left field. That is a base hit and could be extra bases. Bellinger toward the corner. Ibanez for second. He's in there. It's a 2-out double for Andy Ibanez here in the second inning.
Tried to sneak a fastball by Andy. You see Austin Wells set up on the inside part of the plate, wanted it in. Rodon didn't get it in far enough. Threw it on the middle third or the inner third of that plate, and Andy Ibanez turned on it. Gets himself into scoring position.
And now you have Dylan Dingler, who has mashed left-handed pitching this year. WRC plus 161, league average 100. He has pounded the ball against left-handed pitchers. Part of the reason the Tigers have been so good against lefty starters is there is strike one.
Yeah, he's got a lot to do with that. Before the season, you just never knew, what you were going to get from Dylan Dingler. And boy, he's a big reason for that, he and Spencer Torkelson.
0-2 on him here. He's going to have to battle. Ibanez at second, 2 down, second inning, and the 0-2 from Carlos Rodon is inside and low. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you can just see how he's going after Dylan Dingler. Just the way he's sequencing everything on the inside part of the plate. Starts him off with a slider, then goes to the four-seam fastball right on the inside part of the plate, then starts that slider on the inside part of the plate, trying to get him to chase.
1-2. Little piece of it. We'll show you the Old Spice fresh stats with a moment to ourselves. And it's the best slugging against lefties since the All-Star break. Dylan Dingler at 778. That is 5th in Major League Baseball against left-handed pitchers. Bo Bichette just went on the IL with a knee issue. That happened against the Yankees. There is strike 3. That's a fastball that is so hard for a right-hander to reach. And the inning's over. We're scoreless through 1.5 in the Bronx. Chevrolet's strongest player is the fastest bat in the West, or the East at least. Giancarlo Stanton, 80.5 miles an hour. The torque he creates is otherworldly, and that's in part why he is a 5-time All-Star, former MVP of a couple playoff series while he's been at it, as he takes a strike, bottom of the zone from Jack Flaherty.
Inevitably, he's always up there with the highest exit velocity too, because of that bat speed.
He is one of the guys you don't want to get in front of a ground ball he hits, especially if you're playing in. Sharp slider, 1-2.
Yeah, you can see that he's looking fastball out over the plate. Just pulls off of it, go right back out there.
Upstairs, 2-2. Last time Jack was here, it was October the 30th in the World Series. The Yankees got him for 4 runs in an inning and a third, but the Dodgers came back to win that game with a 5-run fifth for him. That is strike 3, and you said working off the fastball creates success for Flaherty. He locked up Stanton with one right there.
Yeah, the good slider set up that fastball. Giancarlo Stanton's thinking that, you know what, this one's going to break off the plate. I know he's going to throw me a slider. I think it either the slider or the knuckle curve, and just at 95 miles an hour sneaks right by him.
First one here is a swing and miss from Jazz Chisholm Jr., who homered against Flaherty in that first inning we're talking about in the World Series last year at Yankee Stadium. And who knows, the Tigers could end up here in just a month, possibly. You never know, depending on what happens in playoff seeding. The Yankees would love to catch Toronto. Right now, the Yankees are 3 back of the Blue Jays. The Red Sox, stop me if you've heard this before, somebody got walked off in Sacramento. Red Sox got walked off today. Aroldis Chapman gave up his first hit since July 23rd. July 23rd.
I was going to say they finally scored against the Red Sox. They had 2 straight shutouts before today.
Yeah.
And that's an offense in a ballpark that is pretty offensive conducive.
Big time. 3-1. And his touch foul 3-2 on Jazz Chisholm Jr. But long story short, the Yankees are 3 back of the Blue Jays. The Red Sox are 3.5 behind. And the wild card right now would have the Yankees in the top wild card spot. They'd be the 4 seed. They'd be set up, if they were to win the 4-5 game, to play Toronto, but that is all subject to change.
And that's, there's a lot of baseball to be played between now and figuring out the seeding.
3-2 foul.
It's good to see too, Jack's, the consistency on that fastball too. It's not bouncing all over the place, you know, where he throws 190 or 91 and then 194, 95. They're sitting pretty much the same. 93, 94.
Called strike 3. Jazz Chisholm Jr. just goes totally physically Statue of Liberty.
Now Dylan Dingler set up right there on that corner, and again, just like he did with Aaron Judge, just presented that pitch perfectly.
Isn't it amazing that the one pitch he didn't get last night, we kind of looked at it and we were like, huh, that doesn't really happen to Dylan Dingler. He's so good down at the bottom of that zone. Ball 1 to Wells.
And you can see that just hitting that outside corner on both sides of the plate with all the pitches. See that trying to get that backdoor slider, keeping him honest every now and then with something inside, but both sides of the plate continuing, left-handers or right-handers staying away.
That's a strike on the outside corner to a left-hander. Austin Wells, the catcher for New York, who is 5th among catchers with 20 home runs entering the series. That's away. 3 balls and a strike. You know, you have Caballero next, who is the best base stealer in Major League Baseball in terms of volume, and that's why they went and got him, for his speed. If you were to walk Wells, you'd block Caballero. Obviously, you have to get him out, but it's one fewer chance for him to roam the bases free. Here's a line drive, shortstop, and caught. Javi Baez goes up to steal it for a 1-2-3 inning to bring you the T-Mobile coverage cam. Javi has bounced.
And just perfectly positioned right there. One step to the left. Let's go hit.
Parker Meadows, Javi Baez, and Jahmai Jones, your 3rd inning scheduled hitters for the Tigers. Parker, a home run yesterday, 3 hits, got to leg out a base knock as well as he takes a strike from Carlos Rodon. No score in the 3rd as that one arches high. It's a ball and a strike.
Just like to see Parker Meadows in that lineup against a really good left-handed pitcher. You can see the confidence going up against those right-handers. Now go and see what you do against the lefties.
Fly ball to left. And there is out number 1. It's the rare out for Parker Meadows in the month of September. It's our Call Sam best call. Reggie Jackson was Mr. October. Parker Meadows is Mr. September for the Tigers. In the playoff hunt last year, he was inseparable from big moments. And you see what he's done in September. A very small sample size so far in 2025, but a couple of home runs. Javi Baez clips that foul. It's a strike.
But that'll just lead up to Mr. October. Let's hope.
Sure.
Just when he gets kind of really feeling good about himself and then he positions himself at that top of that order like he did last year in the postseason. But that was a pretty good swing right there. Left on left going the other way. Hitting that ball pretty good.
How good was Reggie Jackson?
He was the straw that stirred the drink. And he was. No matter where he went, you knew where he was. He was fun to pitch against.
Was he? You enjoyed it?
Absolutely.
This is flicked toward first base, and Rice runs it down. Ben Rice got a really nice jump on that ball and skated over for the second out with some leftovers.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to squirt into right field. One of those, oh man, one of those things of beauty right off the end of the bat. Find some, oh no. But that was just going to get on that dirt and just spin right away from everybody. That would have been a thing of beauty. Ben Rice made a nice play.
You know, sometimes you get food and you say, well, you know what, I'll take half white rice, half brown rice. And that's his jersey right now. Half white, half brown jersey. For Ben Rice, he's a really good player. Just second year in Major League Baseball for him out of Dartmouth. He has been a catcher in his past. He's a first baseman now for the Yankees as Jahmai Jones has ball 2. I don't know that I've heard you describe a lot of guys as fun to pitch against, though. Like, you kind of lit up on,
you know, his aura.
You enjoyed that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because he was it.
Yeah.
You know, you always watched him in October growing up and all the damage that he did and all the stuff he did in this ballpark against the Dodgers.
Ground ball to third. McMahon, a sliding effort. The throw gets away and hits the restraining wall. Jones is safe over at first base. McMahon gave it everything, but Jahmai Jones makes it safely. It's a base hit.
Yeah, fine stop, trying to get rid of it really quickly. And look at the hop that took.
Ooh.
That bounced hard right over the head of Ben Rice.
You got no chance to catch that. Yikes.
When Ryan McMahon kind of threw that ball up the line last night.
Yeah, he did.
You know,
that they challenged him.
Yeah.
Here's Glaber, a veteran of more than 900 games in a game.
They're all just kind of dribblers.
Yeah. The contact, again, the quality of contact has been very low, and the ability for Jack Flair to control bat speed has been very good tonight.
2-2, swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball away. 7th pitch of the at-bat wipes out Chisholm. 5th strikeout for Flaherty.
That's a perfect example of what we just talked about. Chisholm fouled off that breaking ball down the previous pitch, just out in front of it, tapped it, just barely foul, and then what does Jack do? Same location, boom, just a dart, outer edge, and swings right through it.
Late. Austin Wells swings and pops up a fastball out of play down the third base line. Strikeout updates are brought to you every game by Carbliss, the official ready-to-drink canned cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. Check some scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM Studios scoreboard. Kansas City has scored a couple of runs in the 7th to take a 4-3 lead over Cleveland. Tigers' magic number, if I've figured this out right, is 10 over Cleveland, 7 over Kansas City. 17 games to go, including this game tonight. Fastball away. Again, that's any combination of Tigers wins and Cleveland losses that adds up to 10 these last 17 games. Tigers clinch the Central. The 1-1. Curveball low and outside. Yeah, called strike. Austin Wells can't quite believe it. He's like, whoa, wait a minute. Has that been a strike tonight for my guy?
The catchers are always in such a precarious position because he wants to unload right now, and he has a gripe, and he definitely does. But he's like, I got to get this one for my guy too, so I got to come back and squat right in front of this dude.
Left-handed batter, upright stance, cocks the bat high over the left shoulder. The 1-2, fastball away. I like it. Wells comes in hitting .214. Another one of the, well, they're going to have 9 hitters with 20-plus home runs this year in this lineup by the end of the year. The 2-2, got him. Backdoor slider called, third strike. Slump of the shoulders. Wells turns and walks dejectedly back to the Yankees dugout.
Well, that first pitch, that fastball down, he had a gripe about. That one he did not. That was a slider that was absolutely painted on the outside edge, down and away from left-handed hitting Austin Wells.
Once again, a tip of the cap to Dylan Dingler.
Yeah.
The receiving skills, both he and Jake Rogers, they just make every pitch look like a strike. Fastball strike. I was talking to Jack Flaherty about that during the spring. He just likes a certain amount of energy from his catcher, but he said that skill, even if it, and it still will be around with the automated challenge system that's probably coming, but that's still a skill, fastball away, because he said, I like a guy who's making every pitch look like a strike.
Sure, and then also, too, on another level, it tells the pitcher, hey, I'm working for my guy every single pitch.
1-1. Curveball strike.
Love what Flaherty's doing right here. The creativity, the execution, both breaking balls, fastball location, fantastic.
The windup, the 1-2, swing and a foul out of play. Jose Caballero at the plate. Grounded out first time up in a 9-pitch at bat. Almost surely the end of the ninth for Jack Flaherty. It's been a battle trying to make it through 5. The 1-2. Curveball low. He's going to get the chance. I think even if Caballero were to reach, I think he still gets McMahon, but I don't know.
I don't know, especially with Tyler Holton getting hot and probably likely ready by now.
Yep.
AJ's going to be very aggressive trying to win this game and win this series. You win this game, you win the series, and you're looking for a sweep tomorrow.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a fastball away. What a finish for Jack Flaherty. He strikes out the side, almost surely ending the night. And for the second time this year, he has shut out the Yankees in a 5-inning start. We head to the 6th inning, 2-0 Tigers.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.TV.
Experience the Denver difference. 2-0 Tigers. What a finish for Jack Flaherty.
Wow. Likely his last batter, too.
Yeah, I agree. I think Holton was coming in for the lefty McMahon. Torkelson, line drive, base hit, one hop off the dirt into center.
In the break, Torque been, we talked about it. Torque been a little quiet lately. He was due. Didn't waste any time. Base knock up the middle. You got to love it.
Sharp single. And the bat may have been quiet in terms of hits in some recent games, but he had some at-bats last night, Bobby. Two key at-bats.
Yes.
A walk in front of a Meadows home run that tied the game at 2, and a walk after a Riley Green double that fueled the 9-run inning. It was especially good because Cruz was getting a ton of swing and miss on his splitter, and he was behind 0-2 and swung at a splitter in the dirt.
That's right.
Then laid off, drew a walk, and the Tigers went on to score 9. Strike one, Riley Green low and away. Mark Leiter Jr. is ready in the Yankees bullpen. Torque has 2 steals this year. But they send him. No.
No.
The 1-1, swinging it foul off the foot of Riley Green. Talking with Torque about his base running at home, his dirt ball reads, and I keep thinking of that play with Soto, the little pop fly into right where he read it so well.
Perfectly.
He was on first, but he read it perfectly. And I said, would you have gone last year? He said, probably not. But it's just the accumulation of times on base and the coaching that George Lombardi said does. He said it's the give a darn system of George Lombardi. So where does it start? He says, you have to give a darn if you'll let me clean it up. Strike three, fastball strike. And he said that just kind of, it's a certain mindset. But he said on that play, and the look on Soto's face told you how he couldn't believe Torque either A, ran on him, or B, was safe.
Well,
he said, I saw him take a step back because he didn't read it right off the bat. And as soon as he saw that, he went.
He went. And he did the math very quickly, read the situation. He was not going to be able to recover and catch the baseball.
Ibanez takes a fastball strike.
And that was just a great read. But you know, a former longtime major leaguer and someone that I worked with in L.A. said, Tim Bogart, he said about base running.
The strike one to Ibanez. Swing and a miss. Good changeup away.
You want to know what kind of teammate you are. You want to know what kind of team you have. Run the bases properly every time out, no matter whether you get a hit, whether you get a walk, whether you get hit. However you reach base, your job is done at the plate is now done. And then that portion of the game, that shows what kind of teammate you are.
Swinging a soft fly ball to right to Stanton. He'll go back 2 steps, make the catch. Torkelson halfway to second, retreats to first. And this is a Tigers team that is solidly middle of the pack in team speed. And at the very top all year long in how they run the bases. Some teams make an impact stealing bases. The Tigers make an impact by taking the extra base. 2 outs, Torque at first. Dylan Dingler, line drive single, last inning. Started the 2-run rally. First pitch slider out at third for a called strike one. 2-0 Tigers. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors, no runs, 2 hits for the Yankees. The Yankees have been averaging 6 runs a game. They'd hit 60 home runs in their previous 25 games. This offense was hot. Dingler swings and fouls it to the screen. Casey Mize, a 6-inning start yesterday. No walks, 8 strikeouts, gave up a couple of solo home runs. Jack Flaherty, 5 shutout innings tonight. 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Dingler windmills that bat around once, twice. Bounces it off the right shoulder as he waits for the 0-2. Fastball in the dirt. Pitch number 100 for Rodon. Short, cautious lead for Torkelson at first. Chisholm at second base, shades right up the middle. Straight up at short for Caballero. The 1-2. Soft ground ball over by the Tigers dugout on the third base side. Interesting, Aaron Boone has had Mark Leiter up since last inning, and he's more than ready, but he's going to let Rodon pitch well into the 100s.
He's throwing a game down there.
13th time this year that Rodon has thrown at least 100 pitches. It's a big number. The 1-2. Ground ball to short. Caballero down to a need to field the waist high bounce. Easy flip down to Jazz Chisholm for the force on Torkelson at second base. Leadoff single, but no more. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers hold on to a 2-0 lead against the Yankees.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Yes, he probably would like to have gone 6, but Bobby, to go 5 when the pitch count was climbing in the 3rd inning of this game and shut out this Yankees offense on 2 hits, 7 strikeouts, that's a heck of a start.
Outstanding. And he needed a good start. The Tigers needed for him to have a good start. He did it for himself and for the boys tonight. It was a very good outing. Commanded all the pitches he threw, both breaking ball, slider, curveball, and excellent fastball command.
Final line is brought to you by Figer Law. Pitching change is brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Tyler Holton into the game, his 62nd appearance of the year. First pitch starts the lefty off, or I'm sorry, the pinch hitter off. Ahmed Rosario with a changeup strike. Rosario pinch hitting for McMahon. Strike one, ground ball up the middle in the center field, the base hit. Sharp single for Rosario. Tyler Holton has been used a little bit differently this year. 66 appearances last year, and he worked 94 innings. This year, this is his 62nd appearance, and he's been much more of a one-inning guy. It's just he's not been quite the same dominant pitcher that we saw the last 2 years, shutting down righties and lefties. Righties have had the big edge. He's still shutting down lefties. It's a lefty loaded lineup. Grisham at the plate. First pitch fastball, swing and a miss.
Yeah, Tyler Holton, you know the arsenal. Cutter, sinker, sweeper, changeup, and a four-seamer. That cutter has been his main weapon of choice. Those at both right and left-handed, front and back door.
Big sweeper away. That pitch has been a little bit inconsistent for him, it feels like, this year, Bobby.
It has, and when he hasn't been able to hit with it as much, even though he throws it 18% of the time, you just kind of disregard it when you see it spinning away at sweeper spins.
The 1-1. Sweeper again away. It just feels like a lot of times it is easy for that lefty to lay off.
Yeah. And when you listen, you know what's in the arsenal. He knows he throws a lot to left-handed hitters. But because he doesn't throw a lot of them for strikes, you see that sweeper spin and you check off.
The 2-1 to Grisham. Fastball at the belt. Man, that's in the strike zone. Didn't get the call. That's not a 50-50 ball. That's a strike.
Period. That's it. That's a strike. It's right there.
Grisham struggles against lefties. He can hit for power against lefties, but lefties definitely limit his effectiveness. 3-1, swing and a miss. Fastball in. Tyler Holton has pretty much buried lefties this year. The biggest number that you see with Tyler, and we've talked about it, the home runs have jumped from a year ago. And maybe some of it was a correction, some good fortune with a low batting average on balls in play the last 2 years, but also the mistakes have been hit harder. Grisham waiting on a 3-2 on the way. Got him. Wow. Check swing and a fastball that was squarely in the strike zone. Grisham strikes out.
Yeah, Trent Grisham was straight guessing for 2 straight pitches there. He got a 3-1 fastball at 93 miles an hour and had an emergency hack at it. And then right there, 3-2, he gets another sinker that's at the top of the zone. in check swing. That tells you one thing. He was sitting off speed. He didn't get it either time, and he's sitting back in the dugout.
Brings up Aaron Judge. First pitch. Change up away. Lefties have hit barely 200 with little power. Righties have hit 260 with a lot of power. 10 home runs and 140 at-bats against Tyler Holton. 1-0, swinging in a tap foul. Back-to-back change-ups to start the at-bat. Big moment early in this game, in a scoreless game with 2 on 1 out. Judge at the plate and a 3-1 count. Jack Flaherty induced the double play on the slider, right? That was down?
Yes.
6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Cutter, bottom rail, big pitch for Tyler Holton. Gets a called strike. Throwing the cutter harder and the four-seam fastball a little bit harder tonight.
Yeah, like that. From Holton. Good location right there.
He sets. The 1-2. Change up away. Dingler brings it up, but Jansen Visconti properly calls it ball 2. So 0 for 2 for Judge tonight. Comes in hitting .321. Past Yogi Berra for 5th place all-time on the Yankees all-time home run list yesterday. The 2-2. Soft ground ball. Foul. Down the third baseline. It's just Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig, and Joe DiMaggio ahead of him.
I mean, that's. Are you kidding me with that list? And then now this guy, Aaron Judge is on. I mean, unbelievable.
And he'll likely pass DiMaggio. He's now just 2 away from DiMaggio.
Wow. It's amazing.
Sends those hands away from the right shoulder. The bat kind of upright. The 2-2. Ground ball to short, down to a knee to field it. Baez to Torres to first, and they got him. The throw pulled Torkelson. He had to swipe at Judge in front of the base, and for the second time in as many at-bats, the Tigers get Aaron Judge to bounce into an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play. Well done by Tyler Holton. We head to the 7th inning, 2-0 Tigers on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meijer.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The 7th inning is brought to you by Verizon, the #1 network in Detroit. Parker Meadows will lead off. He'll be facing a guy who came to the game last night and could not record an out. The second pitcher in the 9-run 7th. The rare case where each of the first 9 batters in the inning reached, and 2 different pitchers facing those 9 batters failing to record an out. Neither Leiter nor Cruz could throw a strike. Fastball strike to Parker Meadows, who walked on 4 pitches, and that helped the Tigers to the 2-run inning. 2-out, 2-run single for Gleyber Torres in the 5th. That's why the Tigers have the 2-0 lead. We go to the 7th. Curveball away, tap foul right at home plate. 55th appearance of the year for Mark Leiter.
Yeah, Mark Leiter, saw him last night, struggled to throw strikes. Two-seam fastball splitter is his main weapon. That's about 70% of what he does out there. Curveball covers the rest. There's a cutter, slider, four-seamer in the mix, but they're not really factors.
Just a very hittable pitcher this year. Splitter misses away. Lefties hitting 280, righties hitting 300. Righties hitting with a lot more power, but he's just not missing bats. The 1-2. Line drive, right center, base hit. Hitter's clearly getting a good look at his offerings this year. By far the hardest he has been hit, at least for average, well, and power, in the last several years. Let's pause right now for station identification on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Brings up Javi Baez. First pitch fastball, low and away. Tiger rally in the 5th inning. Dingler single, Meadows walk. Baez hit by a back foot slider that hit his back foot. Aiming for it, hit it. And then Jones struck out, and Torres ground ball to third base under the glove. Oh my goodness, of Rosario just into the game. That's a double play ball.
Yeah, it is.
And he just missed it.
And it would have been an easy one too.
Wow.
That ball was hit hard off the bat of Javi Baez. But it sneaks under his glove. It's a whiff.
I mean, that's a hit, but
that's an error.
I agree with you.
Ahmed Rosario is a good glove man. Has played a lot of shortstop in his career, a lot of infield all over the place. It's gone as a hit, but that's one of those.
I'm with you.
That's an E for a good defender as he's been over the course of his career.
Kerry Carpenter has grabbed a bat. He'll pinch hit for Jahmai Jones. Rosario is deep and off the line at third. Meadows, fastest runner on this team, takes his lead at second. Baez runs the base as well. He's at first. Carpenter, big cut at a fastball, fouls it back.
And I was going to say, this is one of those situations where early in the count, you may want to see Parker Meadows be aggressive, especially with Javi behind him. He's going to have eyes on him. He's going to get that backside bag if Parker can get third. But you did just pinch hit Carpenter's situation, so if they did that, you wouldn't want him to pitch around him. You wouldn't want to load the bases, but.
Strike one. Curveball bounces, smothered by Wells at the plate. Jones finished the night 1 for 3. Gleyber Torres waiting on deck. Again, Leiter hit much more hittable by righties for power. Umpires are consulting on what? Balk?
I think Austin Wells touched the ball with his mask.
Umpires conferred and then pointed to second and third, meaning Meadows and Baez.
Oh, it got stuck in his chest protector.
It did.
The ball got stuck in his chest protector as he went down the block. It crawled up his torso.
And then he just pulled it out like a little magic trick. The umpires are on it.
Wow, how about that?
I've never seen that, Bobby. Something new every day.
There you go. Come to the yard, learn something new.
Runners advance to second and third. Carpenter takes a curveball in the dirt. Now he's got the good hitters count. How about that? Ball bounced up and just very neatly between the jersey and the chest protector. And then he just casually stood up, looked for it, and it's like, oh, here it is.
There you go. Like you said, magic trick.
Umpire said that was nice, but runners advance. Infield in tight, 2-1, swing and a miss. Good splitter down. Rosario at third, kind of hanging by third, almost straight up like a righty was at home plate. Shortstop Caballero tonight shades up the middle with the lefty at the plate. Chisholm at second base. Rice about a step behind the grass. Chisholm shaded toward the hole. Tigers trying to add to a 2-0 lead. The 2-2. Keeps trying the splitter curveball mix, and he's bouncing most of these pitches. We saw this last night. Wildness from every Yankee reliever. You would think he just stays with the splitter against Carpenter.
Well, the thing is, I mean, that's one of those pitches you're not really throwing it for a strike. His is that strike the ball splitter where you just throw it at the bottom rail. But when you don't throw as many, fastballs down like that, how effective can he be when you're just throwing splitter curveball? He's, like you said, and he's bouncing most of the pitches he's offering right now.
The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Stayed with the splitter. Kerry Carpenter couldn't lay off. Big strikeout, but it's only the first out. Brings up Gleyber Torres. Righty's hitting 300 with power, but Aaron Boone, I don't think, is going to let Torres face Mark Leiter. Aaron Boone on his way to the mound will make sure that he's going to his bullpen, and he does. Makes the motion. Runners at second and third. Gleyber Torres at the plate. While the Yankees go to their bullpen. Tigers trying to add to a 2-0 lead in the seventh. 2 on and 1 out. We'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Man, this.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 19...
Pitch and Change brought to you by Primitive Performance. Stay in the game with Primitive Performance and their fast-acting CBD topical cream. Every Tigers home run this year is Little Caesars Pizza home run. Order online for delivery or Pizza Portal pickup. Not too often you see the dramatic light show.
Showtime.
For a 7th inning guy. They turned out the lights. We had a light show. Camilo Duvall comes out of the bullpen, picked up from San Francisco at the trade deadline. It has been, if not a disaster, it's not been good. In his first 15 games of the Yankees, he has allowed 24 base runners in 12 2/3 innings and 11 runs with 9 walks. Camilo Duvall looked like a great pickup. 47 innings of work with San Francisco, ERA at 3. The walks, there are a problem. They have been for the last 2 years.
Dan, maybe they just wanted to see if the entrance still worked. And they hit the button. What's going to happen if we do this? Does it still work? Or maybe we should do it to get them going. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going
Turn the lights off in the 7th inning. I'm like, wait, what? Gleyber Torres takes first pitch, fastball up and in.
Yeah, it's a two-seam sinking fastball. It'll sit 96, 97 miles an hour from Duvall. Really slingy arm action, low release point. Slider, cutter are his main pitches.
2nd and 3rd, infield in. Torres swings, pops it up, fouling out of play. The cutter, no balls, 2 strikes. Meadows the runner at 3rd, Baez at 2nd. Righties hit this righty, Duvall. little better than lefties, higher average. And the other biggest difference, a lot more walks. The 0-2, swing and a foul. 98-mile-an-hour cutter. Gets a lot of ground balls, limits the hard contact. For him, it does appear to be all about command. The 0-2 again. Soft ground ball to second base. Jazz Chisholm will field, 360 spin. His only play is to first. Parker Meadows scores. Tigers take a 3-0 lead. Put the ball in play and let Meadows run.
The game is played with the ball in play. Tremendous at bat by Gleyber Torres. He didn't hit it hard, but he hit it in the right place.
Great job.
Great job. Jazz Chisholm had to move 3 steps to his left, and it carried him back just a little bit, forced him to spin glove side. Once he does that, no chance of going home. Job done.
Wenzel Perez jumps on a cutter and pulls it well foul down the right field line. A lot of discussion anytime a runner gets thrown out on the contact play, but the point that AJ makes over and over, and you've made, Bobby, is that the whole idea, that guy on the mound is trying to get soft contact.
Right.
And usually that's when the ball's on the ground, it's softly hit. And if it's just a little one way or the other away from an infielder, that has bought you the time to get the runner home from third.
That's it. And it's just exactly how we just described right there. It took Chisholm 1, 2, 3 steps. He has to spin a little bit glove side. The second he has to catch that ball the way he does, the job is done. The run scores.
The 1-1 to Wenzel Perez way outside, almost a wild pitch away from Wells, who had to reach to his left.
And Dan, to continue that point, with Gleyber Torres up, he's probably going to put the ball in play.
Yep.
I mean, he's kind of a medium strikeout, high walk guy. He's probably going to get that ball in play, and that's what he did. That's all he had to do right there.
Sinker misses big again. 2 big misses. We're talking a couple of feet away from Wenzel Perez. Troy Melton getting up in the Tigers bullpen. 3-1. Swing and a foul. Ooh, he had a rip. 97-mile-an-hour cutter. Just a little darting action on a level plane into a lefty. That's quite a weapon. The ball works way over on the first base side of the rubber, placed at left foot in front of the right, really points the toe towards shortstop. The 3-2. Got him. Slider, middle of the plate, throws Wenzel Perez. Single. The strange error on the catcher, and then the ground ball. Tigers scratch out a run. 7th inning stretch time in the Bronx. Brought to you by DTE, Manager Energy Use and.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the...
Tigers may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any...
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
And we'll come on. Pitch and Change brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Let's talk about Troy Melton for a moment. He had several good outings in a row, Bobby, where he came out of the bullpen. Remember, we saw the first start. The start in Pittsburgh, his major league debut, struggled to start that game, finished that game strong. Then he's made a 5-inning start and a 7-inning start. Both have been, well, electric.
Yeah.
And then he went to the bullpen, and in several outings in the bullpen, he came out throwing strikes. Now the last 2 times, remember, he didn't pitch a whole lot over a couple-week stretch. The last 2 times out, he has thrown 90 pitches, 45 strikes. This was a guy who was at above 70% strike throwing.
Yeah.
And so now he has struggled, and it feels like he's still not figuring out the role, but adjusting to a very different role coming out of the bullpen.
Well, here's another thing, too. He's a rookie. We can't forget that. As good as he's been, he's still a rookie. He's also he's pitching at this time of year in a place he's never pitched before, right? It's September the 10th today. He's never pitched in the big leagues on September the 10th. Hasn't pitched in Yankee Stadium. That's a whole other dynamic. So my point is,
always talks about check the boxes off the first.
That's
right?
exactly right. I mean, there's still a lot of firsts he's checking off right now, as good as he's been. So, you know, yes, the strike throwing is down. I don't think there's any panic with this coaching staff. There shouldn't be any panic anywhere else. It just hasn't been as electric as it's been, and I think that's one thing to just keep in mind with this young guy. He's still got weapons. He's still in the zone for the most part. It's just not the elite level strike throwing we saw early on in his tenure.
And for all of his struggles the last 2 times out, he's still throwing 69% first pitch strikes.
That's right.
Which is elite level, and 64% total strikes, which is a little above league average. It's not going out on a big limb to say this guy is still figuring prominently into the Tigers' plans for the postseason. First pitch to Bellinger, down and away, but he has to get back into the strike zone.
Yeah, absolutely he does.
Bellinger at the plate. There's a lot of arm side misses his last time out, especially to left-handed batters against the White Sox. 1-0, like that. Fastball low and away. That's a big miss, a foot off the plate away. It's really good stuff. It's a 5-pitch mix, a true 5-pitch mix. 2-0, swinging a foul out of play. Again, that's off the plate away. This is where the catcher comes in, trying to figure out, all right, how do I get him? What's the corrective pitch maybe to throw to get him back into the strike zone? 2-1, swinging a foul, cutter away.
Yeah, and I like that right there, because what he's doing, he's using that last pitch he threw as a fastball just off the plate, but Bellinger fouled it. So throw it in the same place and let it cut back over.
2-2. Splitter misses low and away. Sharp action down and away from a lefty at 89.
And the thing that I won't say it baffles me, it just interests me. This is a big fastball, 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Throw it in there.
Yeah.
And if he hits it out, it's 3-1. So what?
Fastball away. This is exactly what we saw with the White Sox.
There's no attempt at all to get glove side and get into left-handed hitters.
Miss in.
You talk about the corrective pitch. I don't know if it's even the corrective pitch.
Right.
I think it's more the corrective location.
Right. Tigers are trying some things with their targeting to help pitchers with their location. Cutter a little bit low. And Rice at the plate. So for Troy Melton, that walk is now 7 walks in his last 4 2/3 innings. 1-0, fastball paints the black down and away, just staying away. Before that, he had walked 5 in 29 innings. Melton works middle of the rubber, places it left foot in front of the right, the 1-1. Shot to second base, scooped up by Torres, a step to his left, flips it to Baez, relay to first, and the Tigers turn their third double play of the night. Beautifully started by Torres. Very quick after he moved to his left, turning back and throwing to his right.
Yeah, great pitch by Melton right here. Is that cutter jams Rice a little bit. He hit it pretty hard. Maybe he didn't jam him, but the point being is Gleyber Torres did an excellent job securing that baseball, and because it was hit hard, he had time. Strike to Javi, strike to Torkelson at first base. Well done.
Giancarlo Stanton fastball up, swing and a miss. No problem throwing into righties. From the full windup to strike one. Slider down, so he's got slider and cutter and splitter. Go with the two types of fastballs. 1-1, swing and a miss. Tight 87-mile-an-hour slider with late break.
That's just such a nasty pitch. Stanton thought he had it lined up, then it disappears down and away from him. He runs out of bat.
1-2, swing and a miss. He overpowered him up and in with 98. Stanton wiped out by the Melton fastball. Nice recovery after the leadoff walk, the double play ball, and the strikeout. We head to the 8th inning. 3-0 Tigers after 7 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app.
Hardest working player brought to you every game by Carhartt. Proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball, the hardworking people who make it possible. Jack Flaherty might have only gone 5 tonight. Everybody works hard every day, but Jack worked hard.
That was work there. That was work.
To get through 5 today. Fastball, swing and a miss. Duvall still on the mound. Spencer Torkelson at the plate, 98-mile-an-hour cutter. Gets the swing and miss. You can see why the Yankees were excited to get this guy. It's just the command has been wildly all over the place. Line drive, base hit into left center field. Bellinger over to field it on one big hop. Torque is 2 for 4 tonight. Singles, sharp singles on line drives last 2 times up.
Yeah, that's a good job there by Torque. It was a cutter middle. Again, it's hard. That little cutting action. That one stayed fairly straight. He threw through that one. Just didn't take the ball, didn't take the spin. Torque says thank you very much. Dumps it into left field for a base knock. He'll take it.
Brings up Riley Green over 3 tonight. Good at bat against Rodon in the 4th inning. I don't care if you're 4 for 9 in your career against Rodon. That's a tough matchup for a lefty.
Yes, it is.
Riley Green takes strike 1, and he had a couple of good at bats against him.
Especially now that he's throwing that sinker in, running it under the hands.
Torkins is off at first. Duvall extreme first base side of the rubber, swinging a fly ball, right center field. This one's deep, got some carry to it, and it's gone, a home run. Riley Green, number 33. Big home run here in the 8th inning. Tigers take a 5-0 lead.
Little cushion right there. You got to love that. Riley Green got a cutter middle, didn't miss. 98 miles an hour, cutter up in the zone. Riley barreled that bad boy, and it was all she wrote. There was little doubt after that. 107 off the bat. That one didn't get hung up, Dan. No dead air up there.
We've seen a couple die. That one, you watched Stanton just give it a little courtesy, 1, 2, 3 steps, and then watched it. 409 into the home bullpen in right center. I mean, Riley Green just keeps doing things that just amaze you. Ibanez hits it softly foul. Duvall had given up 1 home run to a lefty this year, only 3 all year, but 1 home run to a lefty in 106 at-bats. Soft ground ball up the middle. Caballero will charge field near second, throw on the run, and get Ibanez at first. For the first out here in the 8th inning, 5-0 Tigers.
Get another look at this great swing from Riley Green on our FanDuel Sports monitors. Cutter right in the middle. And you know Riley has that uphill, up-plane swing. And he threw it right in there, and again, just barreled it, didn't miss it. It was loud, too.
I'm just so impressed, Bobby, with all that he has accomplished this year. But remember that it all started with staying healthy.
Yeah.
You've got to stay healthy, and he has, because he put a lot of work into it in the offseason.
Single most important thing, single most important number. All these numbers we talk about, whether it be metrics, whether it be average and home runs, it starts with the first column, and that's games.
Yep.
If you don't post, you can't do anything.
Dingler takes a pitch in. He always would talk very openly and honestly. It was low walks, the strikeouts are piling up, and he was being productive. At some point, that wasn't going to last. He was kind of defying the odds. And then the production started to drop a little. It wasn't a long period, but there was a 20-game stretch where the production had started to drop. And then he started taking his walks, which is what the Tigers talk about all the time. Yeah. Not going up looking to walk, but taking your walks when they're starting to nibble. Line drive, base hit down the left field line off the bat of Dingler. That'll be extra bases. Bellinger up with the ball, then he bobbled it. Dingler's going to go for third, and he's going to make it. Dylan Dingler, double, error by Bellinger, men on third, 1 out in the 8th inning.
Yeah, nice job, another nice job. He was digging for 2 out of the gate, knew he had it, little slider down, off the end of the bat a little bit. Bellinger should have come up that fairly easy in the corner. It wasn't even deep in the corner down in left field. Clanks off his glove, and Dylan Dingler kept rolling.
Aaron Boone on his way to the mound. 2-run home run from Riley Green, 33rd of the year. RBIs 105 and 106. Dingler rips a double into the corner, reaches third on the error. Yankees going to their bullpen again. Tigers holding on to a 5-0 lead now.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's in you. Be golden. Explore more at oakland.edu.
Pitch and Change brought to you by Primitive Performance. Stay in the game with Primitive Performance and their fast-acting CBD topical cream. Dingler at third for all the strengths of this Yankee team. And, the pitching has been better.
Yep.
Rotation's been strong all year. Bullpen has had its issues in the second half especially, but they are not a good defensive team. Ground ball up the middle to the drawn-in infield. Base hit for Parker Meadows. Dingler into scores. 6-0 Tigers here in the 8th.
Yeah, I love what Parker Meadows did right there. Left on left. Tim Hill into the game. Lefty, sidearm lefty. Tons of ground ball. Almost 65% ground ball from Tim Hill. Parker Meadows, the key to getting guys like this is getting them early. You know Hill's going to try to come in there early for a strike. He does that. Parker fires on that ball and hits it up the middle for a base knock. Good approach right there.
Such a good at-bat. And think of the at-bat he had against Rodon, his second at-bat. 4-pitch walk after a fly ball to left his first time up. Lefties were hitting 170 against Tim Hill before that single. Lefties were hitting under 170 against Rodon. Fastball up 1-1. Righties had the big edge against Tim Hill, hitting 280 with big power numbers, 7 home runs, not even 120 at-bats. Fouled out of play, 1-2 on Javi Baez. Kind of like this matchup for Javi.
I do too. It's going to force Javi to stay in the middle of the field. Maybe split a gap over there.
1-2, a fly ball, center field, deep, but he didn't get all of it. Grisham back, and he'll make the catch, backpedaling 1 step away from the warning track. And Parker Meadows, great read, goes back to first and scoots down to second base. Saw that it was going to be caught. Advances 90 feet.
Yeah, and listen, Trent Grisham did not get behind that ball. That ball was in the air for a long time. Yes, it was on the warning track. He had an opportunity to get behind that ball. But you want to do little things to win games. Catches it going back. Takes 2 steps after he catches it going backwards. Meanwhile, Parker Meadows is back there tagging up. Good play.
Yeah, no chance.
No chance.
Absolutely no chance. Kerry Carpenter takes ball 1. 6-0 Tigers after a 12-2 win yesterday. Carpenter takes a sinker for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Entered the game as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning for Jahmai Jones, who started the day. Jones went 1 for 3. Carpenter struck out in his first at-bat. 1-1, fly ball, right field. This one's deep. Going back, Stanton looking up. Gone! Kerry Carpenter. 2-out, 2-run home run. Tigers having some fun now. 8-0 lead here in the 8th, number 24 for Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter just absolutely obliterated a hanging slider from Tim Hill. Tim Hill gets 64% ground balls. That slider was hung, and it was a ground ball in the second deck. Rolling around up there.
First home run that Hill has given up to a lefty this year. How about that? They weren't hitting him for average. Meadows singles. Wow. Wild pitch goes right by Gleyber Torres to the backstop and then bounces back to Wells. 115 at-bats for lefties. No home runs. Now it's 1. The 1-1 ground ball softly to third. Big hop for Rosario. A couple of crow hops and a flip over to first. Torres grounds out. Tigers 2 two-run home runs. Riley Green's 33rd, Kerry Carpenter's 24th. Head of the bottom of the 8th inning, 8-0 Tigers on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Summer's heating up.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Sure is fun. 2 days in a row, but especially today with the way the Tigers keep adding on runs to see all the red.
I got a lot of
in
green
our
on mine.
scorebook. And yours is green, right, for base runners?
I got a lot of green.
That means base runners, and that means run scoring. Tigers have scored. This is a 0-0 game. They've scored 8 runs with 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 7th, and now 5 in the 8th. Troy Melton in the second inning of work. Jazz Chisholm takes a strike. Now a splitter, softly tapped foul. A lot of movement on that splitter. It was up, but that's not a hanger. That was a lot of movement. Chisholm barely got a piece of it. Baez will back up deep and off the line at third. Baez up the middle, the 0-2. Oh, swing and a miss. Flat-footed flail at a splitter down and away.
That was absolutely filthy.
Ooh.
That movement down and away from Jazz Chisholm on that splitter. Troy Melton's splitter is not the one. It's not the forkball slash splitter from Finnegan. It's more of a changeup. It's a different grip, and he throws it differently. But it's filthy.
Fly ball right field. That's going to leave the yard off the bat of Austin Wells. Oh man, he did not miss. Pitch over the heart of the plate. Austin Wells gets the Yankees on the board. Tigers lead cut to 8-1. Fastball much to his liking.
Yeah, it was a middle third fastball. Austin Wells just barreled that one and went a long way. Fastball middle of the plate. It's big leagues. This is what happened to him. You miss in the middle, especially against a team like the Yankees who can hit homers.
3 runs in the first 2 games of this series, all on solo home runs. Jose Caballero at the plate, first pitch low and away. 8-1 lead for the Tigers. The 1-0. Fastball 97, just about perfect, but a little outside for Jensen Visconti, the home plate umpire. Baez even with the base at third, rest of the infield back. The outfield plays is righty to pull. 2-0, fastball middle for a called strike. Speed guy. Led the league in steals last year and is on pace to do it again this year. Luke Weaver up and throwing for the Yankees. The 2-1, swinging a long foul fly. Slider hung a little bit, but he was well out ahead of it. 2-2 on Caballero, right-handed batter, 0 for 2 tonight, hitting .227. Again, his strength, his ability to get on base, add some walks in there to the low batting average and steal bases. The 2-2. Line drive, base hit into right. That might be 2. Once Perez will track it down, and he got to it quickly. Gets the ball in.
Nice job.
Really nice. Sharp single for Caballero after the deep home run off the bat of Wells.
And again, stuff like that, even in an 8-1 game, very important to limit those 90 feet. If the Tigers move towards the playoffs, stuff like that's going to be absolutely critical. Good technique, reverse spin out of going towards the corner, deliver the ball to the infield. It wasn't a strike, didn't need to be. Get the ball in the air, stop the action.
Check swing on a slider. Rosario badly fooled. Strike 1. Nobody throwing in the Tigers bullpen. Will Vest probably could use some work, but I don't think he's going to be used here. I think this feels like kind of Chris Paddock last night. A chance in a blowout for Troy Melton to get some work and also close this game out with three innings of work.
And also, too, Dan, to your point, all those things are absolutely correct. I think to continue to have him, he's not stretched out, but have him have the ability to get that third up is important.
Yes. 0-2, swing and a miss. Wow, fastball up. I do love his fastball.
Fantastic.
It explodes at home plate.
I mean, it's got some special properties. 98, this one 99 miles an hour. Woo. 2,300 spin rate. Once again, that just means it fights gravity harder and stays on the plane that it was released on for longer. Doesn't sync with gravity as much as you believe it is going to.
First pitch, cutter, swing and a miss to Trent Grisham.
And additionally, 6'11", almost 7 feet of extension, meaning he's literally releasing it closer than most guys do. Just gets on you.
His next 16 games after today. Four-seam fastball misses low and away. Again, figuring out how all the pieces fit together, who slots where at the back end of the bullpen. Troy Melton is going to be Mr. Everything. If everything goes right, he's going to be Mr. Everything, meaning he can pitch in any inning of a game in the postseason, the 1-1. And that's a really valuable arm to have.
Well, look, now you have 2 of them, and we know one of them not having the kind of year that he's accustomed to having, but he's the right-handed Tyler Holton.
Yep.
So it's not like we haven't seen this before with Tiger pitching.
The 2-1. Cutter misses low, 3-1. Very much about the strike throwing. He knows it. He is a strike thrower. After walking the first batter in this game, he's been very much in the strike zone. Now he falls behind Grisham, 3-1. Grisham can throw up that force field. He really can. Swing and a miss. He's always got that 97 to 99 in the back pocket. That's perfectly placed, low and away. Aya's up the middle. The outfield plays Grisham to go the opposite way just slightly. Everybody shifts to the left a little bit. Banez basically where the hole would normally be, between short and third. The Tigers' third baseman at the moment. 3-2. Got him. 99 mile an hour fastball, bottom rail. 50-50 ball down there. And for Jansen Visconti, that was strike 3. Fourth strikeout for Troy Melton. He strikes out 3 in the 8th, gives up a home run along the way. Wells makes it an 8-1 game, but
all the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
9th inning, Tigers with an 8-1 lead. Luke Weaver takes the mound for the Yankees. He's been a big piece these last 2 years for manager Aaron Boone. Back into the bullpen has been some inconsistencies as we've talked about in the second half, but Devin Williams is probably the biggest question mark right now, just because in those high leverage innings he's kind of had some real struggles with his command. Overall, if you just cover up the ERA, the numbers look remarkably similar to Milwaukee.
That's right.
And yet he has not really come through like they've wanted. But still, Bednar, after the initial outing where he struggled, has been very good. Duvall has had his struggles. Luke Weaver's having a very good year. Cruz has been very good. There's still a lot to like about the back end. Ground ball deep in the hole at second base and pass to diving Jazz Chisholm on a 1-1. Wenzel Perez, ground ball single to right against the new pitcher for the Yankees, Luke Weaver.
Oh, big salvage for Wenzel, 0 for 4. Line out, ground ball, 2 tickets tonight. Finds a way to sneak that one through. Go want to get a base hit and check in.
Brings up Spencer Torkelson. Torques 2 for 4 tonight. 2 line drive singles last 2 times up. Good swings. Good at bats in the game last night with the walks. Swinging a line drive, base hit into center. Perez will head over to third. Wow. Spencer Torkelson just spraying line drives all over. First and third, nobody out in the 9th inning. The Tigers are hitting the very best of the Yankees bullpen these last 2 days.
Just another. You're right, Dan. They are having good looks at this Yankee bullpen. And the best of the bullpen as well. Good swing by Torque. It was a heater away. Stayed on it. Hit a rocket to the oppo gap.
Going back to the homestand, Bobby, there were a couple of really good games. The Tigers gave up a lot of runs, but they scored a lot of runs on the homestand. They had really good approaches in several games, swinging a slicing foul. We talked about how they just put together good at-bats. Several different games, and it just feels like these last 2 days just, I don't know, it just kind of feels like it's been on a little higher level these last 10 days or so.
No, it's been good. I mean, the approach is, again, it's not about the output. If your approach is sound, you execute, the results are coming. And we're seeing that right now.
I mean, just look at the quality of the at-bats tonight. Parker Meadows, that 4-pitch walk, and then against the lefty Rodon, and then, like you said, great approach, first pitch, go after it.
Yes.
Infield in tight. Hit that ground ball single up the middle. Riley Green hitting a bomb of a home run. Swinging a foul out of play. Kerry Carpenter, left on left, hits a home run. It's just fun to watch. I mean, everybody they're bringing in, I mean, Hill had a 2.90 ERA. Leiter certainly had his struggles this year. Cruz yesterday had a 2.60 ERA when he came in. Weaver's got a 2.80 ERA. Pitch down and away. Change up away 1-2.
Yeah, Weaver's stuff is just filthy. I don't see how this guy gets hit, but he does. But, man, four-seam fastball, 95 average, tremendous vertical movement on it. Gets 18 inches of vertical movement on it.
Weaver works middle of the rubber. Sets, holds the glove above the belt, the 1-2. Change up in the dirt. A lot of good takes, Bobby.
Yes. Yes.
Laying off pitches down. Certainly that was a big feature of the 9 consecutive batters reaching in the 9-run 7th inning yesterday. Green waiting on the 2-2. 8-1 Tigers are in the 9th. The pitch. Got him. Nope. Ooh, low and away. I was trying to read the body language of Jansen Visconti. It looked like he was going to stand up and bring him up. That was a miss. Down and away.
Yep.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Banez waiting on deck. 14 hit attack for the Tigers tonight. Perez coming down the line at third, Torque at first. Riley Green swings, fouls it out of play. I think about the at-bat in the 4th inning when Jack Flaherty needed a breath.
Yeah.
And the first 2 outs have been made on 4 pitches. Jack Flaherty just thrown like 70 pitches or something in the top half of the bottom half of the previous
It felt
inning.
like it anyway.
He had to be gassed, and Riley Green gave him a 9-pitch battle before making the 3rd out of the 4th inning. That was a couple of minutes of extra rest.
There's no doubt that has an effect, and to me, you know, you had Wenzel Perez leading off that inning and Spencer Torkelson. You don't want to leave it to Riley to have to do that.
Right.
That's one of those times where
3-2, swinging a foul.
That at bat's not yours. And really and truly for me, Wenzel Perez has to have that at bat. Now I know he's hitting in the 3 spot. He's hitting there because of the versatility, the switch hit, and the way that things are constructed. But that's one of those where, hey, listen, take 1 here, or take 2 here. But this at bat's not yours. You got to give our guy a blow in the dugout. He just got in here, and you're sitting down right next to him seconds after he went out.
3-2, swinging a foul. Riley Green is going to see 9 pitches in this at-bat, but he saw 9 pitches in that at-bat back in the 4th inning.
That's right.
Made an out, but just an example of the quality of the at-bats we've seen, really for a good part of the year, but especially in the last week or so, even on the homestand, which didn't go well. There are a lot of good at-bats, and certainly in these 2 games here in New York. Weaver on the rubber, stepped off. Riley will step back for a moment. Nobody out. Runners at the corners. 8-1 Tigers in the 9th. 2-run home run last time up. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. 3-2. High pop-up. Feels like he just missed it. Stanton will come in, circle underneath it, make the catch. Perez will tag, and he'll come home. Stanton doesn't even bother. He throws to second base, even though he was very shallow. Sacrifice fly for Riley Green. 9-1 lead in the 9th.
Don't give these at-bats away. Do the job. Riley fought him off. Found a way to elevate that ball to right field, get the RBI, get the runner in.
The other thing you can do is maybe not change the availability of Weaver tomorrow, but make him throw a lot of pitch in this inning, and it might change his availability for tomorrow. He hasn't pitched in a few days, but certainly could change his effectiveness tomorrow. Just that 9-pitch at bat alone. Cole Keith has grabbed a bat. He'll pinch hit. Let's pause right now for station identification. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Keith pinch hitting for Ibanez. Even in a blowout, you'd still want to give your lefty that at-bat against a righty. If it was Ibanez on the other side, he'd be getting the at-bat.
Sure.
Keith takes first pitch, fastball low and away. Command issues we've seen the last couple of days. Really something. Some big misses from guys who are not known for spraying the ball around. Playing behind Torque at first, the 1-0. Big miss again. Change up misses. 2-0. Riley Green grounded out in a 3-pitch at bat. Then he had a 9-pitch at bat. Then he struck out on 4 pitches. Home run on a 2nd pitch, and now another 9-pitch at bat. Sacrifice fly. 2-0. Bottom rail fastball for a called strike at 95. Kansas City held on and beat Cleveland 4-3. Standings at this moment, Cleveland 9 behind the Tigers. They'll be 10 or 9.5. Kansas City will be 10. That's a 4-game series. Cleveland had taken the first 2. Cutter misses low, 3-1.
Love a good at-bat off the bench from Colt Keith. Love to see it. Don't give a single pitch, a single at-bat away.
Three, 1, line drive, right field. This one's deep. Got a chance. Goodbye. Wow, instant. Colt Keith rips it into the seats in right. 3rd 2-run home run in the last 2 innings. 13th of the year for Colt Keith. Tigers just keep adding on. 11-1 lead in the 9th.
That's what happens when you don't give at-bats away and you work yourself into good counts. You get fastballs middle in, then you turn and burn on them, which is what Colt Keith did right there. That ball was out in a blink, too.
How about these Tiger bats?
Oof.
Now we're going to have a pitching change and a position player. Austin Slater just activated off the IL. His first appearance came last night. The defensive replacement, now his 2nd appearance since coming off the IL, will be as a pitcher. Oh, my goodness.
The Off Base Podcast is on. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs for all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11 Eastern. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from around the league. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by the all-star lineup of Chevy trucks. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11:30 Eastern.
I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable.
That's fewer ups and downs in the last couple of years, because they've always got that base running element, and they've got consistent production 1 through 9. Austin Slater, oh my goodness, 39 miles an hour. I think he's trying as hard as he can to get maybe below 30. Wow, 42 away. This is just the 2nd career appearance for Slater on the mound. 1/3 of an inning against San Francisco, or playing for San Francisco 4 years ago. Wow. Oh no. Little Ephus pitch floated above the shoulders and then dropped, and home plate umpire, well, fooled Jansen Visconti.
Yeah.
The late movement. Ground ball deep in the hole at short, kicks off of Caballero. Dylan Dingley will hold at first. Tight ball game. He's on second base, but there's no need to be putting extra mileage on those legs or
Totally agree.
Running hard in this situation. All right, what's the approach against a 42-mile-an-hour eephus pitch guy?
Put it in play. Again, the standard approach against position players, don't punch. Because when you punch, you will never hear the end of it from your boys.
38 mile. This is as close to an eephus pitch as you'll see. You'll see it sometimes called an eephus pitch, but no, the true eephus pitch goes way up in the air, like 18, 20 feet. Line drive on one hop to second base. Jazz Chisholm will get on to second for one. Relay to first, no double play. Parker Meadows running. Did you ever play softball?
No.
Do you think you could? Because a lot of when the first professional softball league came around in the 70s, a lot of ex-Tigers played on it.
Did they
for
really?
Little Caesars.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
They couldn't hit. The best hitters on the team were the real softball players,
Right.
not the professional baseball players. It's
Wow.
hard.
Yeah.
Slow pitch softball. Talking about. I couldn't hit a softball. I couldn't hit a baseball. So.
Listen, we all had our strengths, right?
Strike one to Javi Baez. 36-mile-an-hour nothing ball goes up and away.
Nothing ball.
Ground ball to short, fielded by Caballero down to second base for the force on Meadows. 2-run home run for Colt Keith. Sacrifice fly for Green. He's got 3 RBIs. We head to the bottom of the ninth. 11-1 Tigers.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Tigers home run, Ashley, the official furniture and mattress provider of the Detroit Tigers, donates up to $500 to nonprofits supporting Michigan kids. Go Tigers!
Ninth inning is brought to you by Comerica Bank. Only one bank has been committed to Michigan since 1849. That's Comerica. Brendan Hannafy takes over on the mound. Talking to Brendan the other day, he's like, I can't wait to get into a game. It's been a minute. But don't forget about Brendan Hannafy. Power sinker. Velocity was down the last time we saw him. I'm looking, Bobby, for that 96, 97, because when he's there, we know about the struggles against lefties, but he can get lefties and righties out, but especially when it's there, he's just burying righties. And the Tigers can figure out how to use him in certain pockets to be effective.
Without a doubt. I mean, he's got plenty of stuff. He's shown it in the past that he can get left-handed hitters out. Less so this year.
Line drive, base hit into right. The sinker was up at 93. And again, we mentioned that because last time out he was 93, 94, and that's not the norm for Brendan Hannafy. And then you try to remind yourself he hasn't pitched a whole lot. He said he actually got on the mound. First day in here. Relievers don't usually get on the mound, but he just had to. Handful of pitches, get that feel back. He said he felt great. Brings up Cody Bellinger. Single starts the inning. Bellinger swings, pops it up, foul and out of play. Slater, the pitcher, is now hitting where Judge was. Strike one. Change up low and away. That's going to be a big pitch for him to start to locate two lefties. Sweeney in the game now. He's at short. That moves Baez over to third. The 1-1. Slider misses away. 2-1 on Cody Bellinger. 11-1 Tigers. They've out hit the Yankees 16-6. 12-2 win yesterday. 11-1 lead today in the ninth. And if he sets the 2-1, same spot, low and away. Fastball misses, 3-1.
And probably just a little rust from Brendan Hanifee. Like you said, hasn't been in a game in quite some time. Threw some pitches off the mound, but it's just not the same.
3-1, line drive, base hit, right center. Perez will charge over, field it on a hop, get it into Sweeney. Two sharp line drive singles, one by a righty, one by a lefty. And this is where that power sinker comes into play. Brendan Hanifee has a 3.12 ERA, even with his struggles against lefties, because he can reliably get that ball on the ground. He can work out of a jam by getting a ground ball. Ben Rice at the plate. First pitch, backdoor slider for a called strike. Great double play candidate. Grounded into 15 double plays this year. Tigers have turned 3 double plays in this game. 2 on Aaron Judge. Strike one. Fastball middle. Has both the 2 and 4 seam fastball.
That one was the 4. It's important. Now it was in the middle. It's important for him to be able to throw that up and in to left-handed hitters.
0-2, swing and a miss. He wiped him out with the changeup. Nicely done.
It was nicely done. So he can do just that. Throw that changeup down and away. You alluded to it earlier in this outing, Dan. He missed with that changeup earlier. It's going to be a big pitch for him. That one was much better, set up by that 4-seamer he threw in the inner third to left-handed hitting Ben Rice.
Yeah, just get it in. Inner third, even if it's off the plate, right?
No, absolutely.
Have to go in. Jason Dominguez will get his first at-bat of the series. First pitch fastball, there it is, up and in. Likes to throw the 2-seam sinking fastball up and in. That's kind of always where he's thrown it. 2 lefties. Doesn't like throwing it down because if it leaks over the plate, that's in their sweet spot. For most lefties. 1-0, ground ball up the middle, deflects off of Hanifee toward first, and everybody's safe. My goodness. Went off Hanifee, very likely with where Sweeney was. That's game ender.
Yeah.
Ryan Eubank, J.J. Hinch will come out. Went off his leg. I didn't see where. We're going to get a look on a replay. Knee?
Looks like just below that right knee. As Hanifee follows through, that right leg comes over and it hit him just below that right knee. Brendan Hanifee doesn't look like he's in too much discomfort, but that's pretty much the look you always get from him. Pretty stoic guy.
Pretty stoic. He hasn't pitched in a while and he wants to stay in.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it glanced off the right or the left.
It looked like the right from what we had. I could be wrong.
He's thrown 2 warm-up tosses to convince Ryan and AJ that he's okay. That ball was hit hard, but man, if it gets by him, I think it's 2. Infield single for Jason Dominguez. Loads the bases with 1 out for Jazz Chisholm. Not a good double play candidate. (11-1). You really want to put up that 0 at this point with the base loaded 1 out. limit the damage to maybe 1 at the most. Lefty at the plate. First pitch, line drive, caught by Gleyber Torres. No play at any base, but it is the second out.
Slider down and away from Jazz Chisholm Jr. Off the end of the bat, wasn't hit very hard. Fortunately for the Tigers, Gleyber was there. No play anywhere else.
Two outs. That leads it up to Austin Wells. First pitch slider misses low and away. Home run last inning. The only run of the game for the Yankees. That came off Troy Melton. Third he started, went 5 shutout. Holton worked the scoreless inning. 1-0. Perfect pitch. Fastball now. He's getting that velocity up. 96. Sinking away from the lefty. Melton went 2 innings, struck out 4, gave up the home run. Now Hannafy working for the first time in a long time. Trying to close this one out. The 1-1. Fastball sinks low and away. Hannafy hasn't pitched in more than a week. Wells is ready for a 2-1, then at the last moment called time. Another night game tomorrow night. Tarek Skubal will be flying ahead to Miami for his start Friday because it's going to be a late arrival on Friday morning.
That's old school baseball. Oof. Night game getaway day.
2-1. Sinker misses low. Sawyer Gibson Long will be either the starter, this will be announced after the game, or the bulk guy coming in the second or third inning tomorrow, depending on what A.J. Hinch decides after the game today. Throw a strike. 3-1. Ground ball up the middle, right to Sweeney. He'll take care of it. Tigers win. Nice job by Hannafy. Does not allow a run in the ninth inning. Hadn't pitched in 8 days. Tigers pitching has been terrific. In these first 2 games, this powerful Yankees offense has been held to 3 runs, and the Tigers offense has come alive. 12 runs in game 1. 11 home runs powered by 3 2-run home runs in game 2. Our final score, Tigers pick up their 84th win of the year with an 11-1 win.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for small businesses to make it big. Big like hearing your small business featured in a radio ad for free, or getting free sports tickets to entertain a client. Comerica Bank